Wonderful. There we are, and we're live.
We're
Hello,
live
everyone.
now. Hi, everyone that hasn't arrived yet.
Hello, people who are not here. And who knows
Hmm.
if they will be here, considering this is not comic book related. I normally don't get very many people when I do streams that are not comic related. I'm like, shit, nobody likes my other stuff. I have to do nothing but like 5 or 6 comic book videos a week. I don't want to. It gets boring and dull and gets everywhere.
It's like sand.
Exactly. It's exactly
Gets
my
everywhere.
Okay. So we'll just wait here and hope people show up.
Yep.
Although considering that there's an I think there's other streams going on right now, so I don't know how much.
Switch Point started 1 hour ago.
Oh yeah. Well, they might be bored with them and they'll come over here.
Well, we've already got 2 likes. 3 people are watching.
Well, I know one of the likes came from me.
I know I'm one of the people watching. I'm just watching the chat.
Yeah. We have at least one other person here.
Yes.
Hooray! One other person.
Speak person. We
You
need
are
to be
the most-
acknowledged.
You are the most important person right now, third member of this stream. Right now, you are far more important than anybody else right now because you're here. So we'll just kind of just shoot the breeze even further until people show up.
Yep.
So
This guy's
everybody,
here.
say hello to Chris. You probably know him from many wonderful live hangout chats.
Yes. I've been that one guy that likes to meme a lot.
And who doesn't like a good meme?
Yes. Good memes.
All the memes. They must happen. They must all happen. The memes must flow like honey. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm
Your
at a
analogy
loss.
went somewhere.
It went somewhere. There's the key word. It went somewhere. But where exactly, we don't know.
Yeah.
I think it went off a cliff and failed horribly.
Yes.
I'm going to give up that particular joke right now. It's dead.
Yes. Please stop.
No. I will make all the bad puns and jokes I want. You cannot stop me. Just like I can't stop you. So there you go.
Yeah. Can't stop me.
We want all the bad puns and jokes because they're fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about basically today's chat is nothing about characters in cheap spandex and fighting rubber monsters. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're high quality here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true. Toku has its own charms and qualities. It's just the monsters are, well, at least on the plus side, it's not always riddled with CG.
Yeah.
I'm tired of CGI monsters. I want my monsters to be physical, looking me in the face and looking very fake.
Yes.
So
at least
I
it's
can mock and laugh at them. You know, that's kind of excuse me. I've kind of been working on a comic project that would be like a tokusatsu thing, but my thing is like, how do I want to draw the monsters?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've been contemplating. It's like, how do I want to do that?
You could
do I want them to look realistic or do I want them to look very rubber? Although I don't know how it would be translated into comic book format. Probably they'd look more realistic that way.
Yeah. Well, depending on what you want to theme it off, like you could use that as the basis for the monsters.
Yeah.
So whatever your comic is like, if it's depending on what it is, just like theme it as the same or as kind of opposite.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I was like, I like Kamen Rider enough to say I want to do a Kamen Rider style one, and then once that project would be finished, I have you on both accounts.
Yeah, Old Man Comics is here.
Yay, England Teen's here. How are you doing, England Teen? Good to see you. There's stuff in my throat and I can't stop it. Ah. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of one of the things I was just thinking about. It's like, what kind of monsters could I potentially make? I have the concept of like, oh, you're doing peachy? That's wonderful. Of what is it? Interdimensional wraiths that possess people is the general premise right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the monsters will end up looking like. What the hell is a token? Chris, you want to take this one?
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll take it. So, for Old Man Comics, tokusatsu is a Japanese genre of live action TV shows or films. So, you've heard of Power Rangers, right?
Who hasn't?
So the source material of that is Super Sentai, which is a tokusatsu.
There you go.
That's the general consensus.
Yeah. Basically, it's any show that uses live action props, characters, monsters. Does Godzilla count?
I think technically yes. Godzilla would technically,
at least the originals. That's what I was thinking of. The original Godzilla.
The American films.
Yeah. Not the American version, or not the ones that they've had CG versions of Godzilla. I'm talking about the ones where there's a person. Ultraman was your Power Rangers. Well, there you go. There's a Toku. I think
that's still ongoing. Yep. That is still a huge franchise that's still going. I'm still surprised.
Yep, I'm amazed at how long it's managed to live. Considering that it doesn't seem to change that much in comparison to others. It seems to kind of be the same, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if the monsters are different, the premise is different. I have no idea.
I think it's usually depending, yeah.
Yeah, I only remember the one Ultraman show they did here in the States. So
okay.
That's the only one I remember.
I think, well, recently they've been doing a lot of the power-ups are based on previous Ultramen.
Yeah.
So it's just been different iterations. So the previous one was Capsules. Jeed. That was the previous one. Orb used cards. I think this current run has just been based on like the past heroes. So it's their version of Gokaiger. Just so repeatedly with different seasons.
So he's taking his powers from everybody else.
Pretty much.
Like what you said with like Gokaiger and what's that other one?
Hey, Commander.
Decade.
Decade, yes.
Rider Decade. He takes all his powers from other riders. Hello, Commander North. Good to see you. How are you? And there he is. He's in the chat too.
Yes.
He must be in the chat.
Have to be in two places at once.
Good luck with that.
I'll definitely try. I'll try my best.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to be in the chat if you don't want to. I'm normally more engaged with the conversation. So it's like, I don't have time to be in chat unless there's too many talking heads, within which case I can sneak in and say hello to people. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are having a good day. I am too. Some common writer series. There's no writing. Hello, Omnitron. My favorite chatterbox. And Smaxos. It's called The Earth Cries Out. The crowd roars, all calling on me to strike back against evil. Now listen up, villains. I am the warrior of justice. Kamen Rider Smaxo.
Now I'm just trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember which rider that's based off.
I don't know.
I want to say stronger, but I don't think it's stronger.
Could it be Kabuto?
Probably, yeah.
Because he's the only one I can think of that, was strong and whatnot. Him and Kamen Rider Strong are pretty much they're almost identical.
I mean, that was kind of the point.
Yeah. I'm not a chatterbox. I'm a blabbermouth. Big difference. No, it's not. It's the same.
It is stronger. Yep, it was stronger.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice reference. Well done, though.
I think Kabuto was his he would always reference his grandmother. It's like, grandmother said this, I will ascend to the heavens and rule over all.
That's cool.
Because apparently he had a very smart grandmother who gave him a lot of advice.
Much wisdom was delivered.
Yeah. And Omnitron, to answer your question, there was a little bit of riding. They ride bikes, most of them.
Or
Except
dragons.
for Drive. Or dragons. Except for Drive, who decided to drive a car.
But isn't that still technically riding something? There's a Ghost Rider who rides in a car and an elephant. Does that count?
Maybe.
I mean, it's still technically riding something.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
I mean,
But I think if you're more associated with driving.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's see. When you're riding a motorcycle, aren't you still technically driving it too?
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I'll stop referring to him as Ghost Driver.
Oh, you could probably do that. That'd probably be funny.
I mean, it's more technical, yes, but yeah.
We're
that's true. Black RX drives a car.
Yeah, he had both, didn't he? He had a motorcycle and a car.
He couldn't decide.
He wanted to drive and ride. Sort of an artificial title. Is it artificial? I guess it kind of is. I don't know. They all drive motorcycles, so I'm going to go with the whole thing that they're riders. Granted, they're not always on the motorcycle. Yeah. Of course, then the action wouldn't be very much fun if you just start shooting lasers out of a motorcycle. Wouldn't be nearly as entertaining.
No.
I mean, what? Didn't they do that a lot in Power Rangers SPD?
They're just
shooting lasers off of motorcycles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of explosions. Not to say that that's a bad thing, because I like SPD, but still.
Yeah, I do too. I like SPD. It was probably one of the solid seasons of the Disney era.
I think they did pretty good. Emerald Centurion is here. Hooray! Hello, sir. How are you? And or madam. I assumed your gender. I am so sorry. I'm a terrible person. You like SPD too? Good.
At least it's better than playing card games on motorcycles. Yes, that's true. It's like, hey, how do we make Yu-Gi-Oh more intense? Let's put them on motorcycles.
That'll make them more badass.
What about Sergeant Kabuki Man? I've never heard of that. Or is that a reference to something? I'm going to go look this up.
Too much explosions, but I like Doggy. Of course, Doggy Kruger's awesome.
He's cool.
And you are a terrible person. I know. I'm now embracing how terrible I am. That's what this stream is all about. I'm admitting I'm a terrible human being. There you go. You've heard it here first. I'm kidding. But I don't know what Sergeant Kabuki Man is. The thing is that when it comes to when it comes to Japanese stuff, it's a little harder for me because I haven't watched all of it. I've watched little bits of it here and there.
It's a comedy. It's a 1990 comedy film. It's about it. Well, let's see.
This is true. Deadpool is also terrible, and everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Deadpool.
Yeah, Sergeant Kabuki Man is a detective who was gunned down during a kabuki play, and when he's kissed by one of the dying actors, he gets the powers of kabuki. Yeah, it's a comedy. I wouldn't expect it to have logic.
If it's a comedy, probably not. I mean, there's a lot of series and whatnot where they don't take themselves very seriously. I noticed that with a lot of the Sentais, especially a lot more of the current ones, they really don't take themselves seriously.
Nah, yeah.
The last few that I was kind of like looking around and seeing people talk about, like Ninja and what was it? Zoo Ranger or whatever the one with the cubes is, I forgot.
Zooja.
Zooja, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you guys aren't taking yourself seriously anymore, are you? Not even remotely. You're just having fun at this point. Also,
yeah, I agree. Smack. So Metal Heroes is really hard to find.
I have no idea what Metal Heroes is.
Do you know Space Sheriff?
Space
Space
Sheriff.
Sheriff Gavan.
I can't say I know what that is.
It was kind of a. It was Metal Heroes doesn't get a lot of notice nowadays. They
I might have.
last year they kind of wanted to try and bring it back.
Yeah, I might have seen it before. I'm not sure, but maybe.
Members they showed were Metal Heroes.
Yeah. Emerald Centurion, what are you saying? You saying I'm a fan of Sailor Moon? You're correct. I like Sailor Moon. What of it? Bring
Original
it on.
one, not the new one.
Yeah, absolutely. Take the original.
We don't talk about that. Or the live action one. We don't talk about that either.
Yeah, we aren't going to talk about that. Although magical girl shows are kind of like the counterpart to, male-led Super Sentai and stuff like that. It's just the female equivalent.
Yeah, pretty much.
For girls, though for some reason boys like it too. So there you go. VR Troopers.
Oh, Beetleborgs, jeez.
Yeah. Talking about bringing back memories. Some that are not good and would be better left buried. I actually went back and actually watched some of Beetleborg. I'm like, did I actually used to watch this shit? Same for VR Trooper. I was like, I must have been really messed up in the head to watch this.
Yeah. As long as it wasn't Saban's Master Rider.
I remember I used to watch that too.
I have faint memories of that, which I'm happy for. I'm happy I have faint memories of it. It's just apparently I think the rumor was after that happened, Ishinomori, the creative Kamen Rider, is just like, yeah, let's not let them touch Kamen Rider again.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
I mean, a different studio decided to do it later on, but that didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. Well, they did a really good job too.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, Dragon Knight was actually pretty good. Although they gave everyone the happy ending.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Rebirth. Yeah, Dragon Knight was good until it came to the ending. Just like, this person got cured of their asthma. This person got to live their own happy little life. Yada, yada, yada. I'm just like, I mean, it was pretty much the same as Rookie. Yeah. Except Rookie was just like, let's remove everything from existence. And then let it be retconned by everything else in the future.
Yeah, I don't know how that one ends. So.
Yeah, pretty much nothing ever happened. The whole event of the series never happened.
Oh, the entire history was erased?
Yes.
As if it never happened.
Yes. Oh. So they never got their powers. None of the monsters happened. None of them fought or died.
Time travel.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is the problem with every team up Ruki's in, because it's just like, he shouldn't be there. He doesn't have his powers anymore. And it can't be time travel because it was erased from history as a whole. So you can't have someone like Deno go back in time to pick him up. It's like, here, can you fight for us for a while?
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Yeah, it's just, well, that's totally...
Unless it's a completely different Ryuki.
Well, there was the one from Decade, and that would have been a good substitute, but the Ryuki that has appeared in like the most recent crossovers is the actual original one, Shinji Kido.
Same actor and everything?
No, it's just the name.
Oh.
They just get someone else to voice act. It's just like, Toei, can you get your continuity in line? How can you have Black and Black RX exist at the same time? We have a solution. Can you use that solution?
Ryuki is the Highlander with Kamen Rider without decapitation.
Yeah, yes. Pretty much.
Considering that the whole objective is to kill everybody.
Yeah.
I like that idea from the Kamen Rider aspect. From the Japanese version. Dragon Knight doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
There's not nearly as much animosity between Dragon and Knight.
Yeah.
So
it was more mentor kind of friendship based.
Yeah, the Knight still didn't like him in Dragon Knight, but still at the same time he eventually grew on. They grew on each other, and it's like, from what I saw of Ryuki, they don't seem to get along at all.
They were they had conflicting goals, so they never got along.
Yeah.
Smack, so I'm not questioning the awesomeness of having Black and Black RX teaming up. That is awesome. The problem is Toei has done nothing to explain how that is possible.
Who
Because
misses
they are the same person.
Yeah. Who misses Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? I do. Very much so. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Metal Heroes are Kamen Rider. I don't even know what Metal Heroes is, so I'm gonna go Kamen Rider.
Metal Heroes just depends. I mainly only know the Space Sheriff series. I do know a couple others, but Metal Heroes doesn't get a lot of attention recently, so
I wonder if I had that in an old magazine or something. Because I used to pick up like old otaku magazines or all the old magazines that used to be published here in the States that talked about anime and whatnot. And I think it was in one of them. Heck, even Kamen Rider Ryuki was in one of them when they were talking about the adaptation for the States.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's interesting. Of course, granted, there's tokusatsu all over the world, so...
True.
I mean, there's ones in China, Thailand, and apparently everywhere else. Places I didn't know. I was like, oh, wait, what is this stuff? Wait, there's more? How did I not know?
That's pretty much how like I was introduced to like Super Sentai and just like, there's more?
There's more stuff?
There's more stuff? Wait, there's more stuff before like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah. France 5.
the
French. And in the end, they all surrendered.
They all surrendered. Had cheese and wine. Some baguettes.
I know that was that was a terrible joke. I apologize to anyone who was French.
Sorry, but we had to go for it. It was open.
It was an easy shot. I had to take it. I can't help it. When you open the door and I can find a funny way to add into it, I'm gonna do it. Final attack. Cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine.
And a baguette. The sword is a baguette.
Yep.
And now the chat has gone very, very stereotypical.
Yes, it has.
Never apologize to the French. But I might have friends or viewers there. I don't want to feel like I'm offending them too much. Okay, maybe a little bit, but...
A little bit.
I hope they understand. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. So should we talk about Saban going backwards with the Sentai this time with Go Busters?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah,
why not?
Don't know why. That's a weird decision that they decided to go back. Because they have skipped series before.
Yeah.
They skipped Die Ranger and then put him back in Super Mega Force's lazy new power.
Yeah, and I think I saw a video earlier today where someone was trying their best to explain like how all of the characters had their powers during the final battle.
Yeah.
And he had a good explanation for all of them until there's that zoomed out panning shot with all the Rangers all at once.
Yeah.
And the White Ranger from Tommy's White Ranger uniform is out there fighting. Yeah. And he's like, God damn it, fuck.
Yeah, it's just in hindsight having them being multiple different Rangers really didn't work out well. Especially when they added Rangers that no one had ever seen before. Yeah. And yes, Max, so yeah, they are finally adapting Go Busters. It's called Beast Morphers.
A lot of people are complaining about the name. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It is animal themed, but
yeah,
Beast Morphers
might be a bit of a.
They were going to go with use Force again. They would have gone like something like Energy Force or
Beast Force.
Beast Force, yeah.
That might work better.
Yeah, Go Busters would have been easy to adapt into Power Rangers. It had Power Ranger references.
Yep.
It's morphing time. The enemies were called Megazords. Messiah was a giant floating head. Yeah. I mean, it was rich. It was a gold mine. And they decided, no, let's adapt a Kyoryuger instead.
Yeah. dinosaurs instead. Of course, you can't blame them considering at the same year it was the same year as the new Jurassic Park movie coming out.
Yeah, true.
I think that was probably timing on their part. They were thinking, okay, what's the most marketable thing we can pick? Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yes. What's better, special agents or dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Even I know the answer.
Kind of an easy choice. And apparently, GoBusters didn't do like well sales-wise in Japan, so they probably saw it as like, yeah, we're not going to get money out of this, so we'll just skip it. But for some reason now they're deciding to go back. It's like, oh no, we made a mistake. We'll go back.
Well, their contract with Nickelodeon was extended 3 years.
Yeah,
which
I think a lot of people don't.
The one thing people are finding it a little odd that they extended it for 3 years instead of the 2 that they've been doing, because each season is each 20 episodes and they've been splitting the series between 2 seasons, because then you get one series and then you get a super season and then you go to the next one. And now all of a sudden they have a 3-year contract, which is very odd.
Yeah.
I don't know what
the benefit with having as a 2 season is, granted that a Sentai series goes for about between 40 to 50 episodes.
Yeah.
So you could at least encompass about 9/10 of the series into there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time they put filler in there. So it's like, what's the point?
Most of the seasons currently have not been good coming from them anyway. I'd prefer it if they'd go back to their old format instead of what Nickelodeon's been doing, where it's like, focus on one Power Ranger thing for about 40 to 50 episodes or less, depending on how much you want to use.
Yeah.
Take that, use it, and then no in-betweens. It also suffers from really long breaks that do not help it.
Yeah, it's just...
Because actually, currently, for Nickelodeon and whatnot, their ratings plummeted recently.
Okay, yeah.
They only had 900,000 viewers on TV.
I think hopefully someone else can take the reins one day.
One day.
Because Nickelodeon's format is...
It's a bit odd. I think people have explained the reason why they do it that way. But it's one of those things where it's like, this is not really working. You know? And
like we were discussing beforehand, it could also have been the reason why they're adapting GoBusters is because Hasbro might be partnering up with Saban.
Yeah, they are.
And get in on the toy line.
Yep.
Like, hey, we do Transformers. We could easily do this.
Yeah. I hope that they can make some really cool toys out of it.
Yeah. Not these plain, like, terrible plastic ones.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we got some toys that actually looked like they had some quality to them.
Yes, exactly.
Because I feel like even back in the day, back when I used to buy Mighty Morphin, like Zords and whatnot, even though that toy quality felt better than what I've seen currently. It's like, this looks incredibly lazy. And I mean, you're paying a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
And the figures don't look right.
Yeah. And their excuse would always be, it's for kids. It's like, I'm pretty sure kids would want something better. It's trying to use the excuse that, oh no, we've drawn Squirrel Girl this way because it appeals to kids. Like, yeah, kids don't like ugly things.
Yeah, they like
pretty stuff.
They like bright, shiny things that are fun and entertaining to look at. If it looks like shit, they're not going to be happy. You don't understand the Power Rangers timeline? I don't think you're alone. I think most people are probably confused by it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of inconsistencies throughout the years.
Is. Especially when SBD came, it's just like, we're in the future. It's like, okay.
Well, we also had time.
RPM came along, it's like, we're in a different dimension. It's like, okay.
Dino Charge did not help.
Yeah, Dino Charge is not. It's like, yeah, we've rewritten history. Dinosaurs have
survived.
It's just like, oh, god damn it.
Are the writers just lazy?
Possibly.
I mean, with some of you can find ways around some of the reasons why certain things work, and then there's just some of them that just, don't work. That don't make any sense. Dino Charge being probably the worst offender.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and yeah, Smack. So that never made sense. Like, how's Lord Zed's kid look like a monster when his dad is now human? Yeah, the end of In Space, him and Rita became humans.
Uh-huh.
So it made no sense like that their kid looked half like Zed, unless they had a child before they got turned into humans.
Yeah. Of course, that could be explained away.
Yeah.
As they had
But
the
can
kid.
they? No, they don't.
Wait, no, that also doesn't work because all of the energy that Zordon released purged them all of evil.
Yeah.
So there's no way even the kid would be a monster.
Yeah, so they would have had to conceive before In Space.
Is Billy still married to the fish girl?
I don't know. He was dating her, I think. That's why he left. He's like, I'm gonna go to Fish Planet.
Yeah.
Because I love this girl. Goodbye, my planet doesn't need me.
Yeah, it's not like you're important, Billy. Not like you've been a ranger for years.
They really didn't treat a lot of the older characters. Unless you were Tommy, you didn't matter.
Well, of course, it's because, there was a lot of bad things that were happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was the main issue with all the behind the scenes stuff.
That's why Billy's actor was away for as long as he has been, or was at. It seems as though things have been improved to the point where he's showing up at conventions. So there's that, but he still was not treated well. Along with most of the original cast, they were treated pretty poorly.
Yeah, and
peace conference for everyone. Exactly.
Yep.
That's like, hey, can we have no money? No, go away.
Go away. Peace conference.
You're going to a peace conference, and we'll only bring you back if you want to.
Because we can't think of a better way to get rid of you.
We can't kill you off because this is a kid's show. It's not like the Sentais actually managed to kill off Rangers every once in a while.
I mean, in that, it's source material killed off Dragon Ranger.
Yeah, exactly. Mightily murdered Power Ringers. Yeah, they did. Of course, some of the people did come back. The actress Amy Jo Johnson came back.
Yeah.
Austin St. John came back. A lot of them came back every once in a while. So
I know Walter Jones is coming to Australia for a convention.
That's awesome.
Because I like Zach. Zach was cool.
Actually, he was my favorite.
Yeah, I think Zach was everyone's favorite before Tommy appeared.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. My brother's favorite was the Red Ranger. So he liked
or Jason, yeah.
Yeah. He liked classic
It was Zach, Jason, or Tommy, and then
no one else matters.
No one else matters.
Except for maybe Kimberly.
Except for Kimberly. Everyone had a crush on Kimberly.
Yeah, obviously.
Pretty much. She was everyone's childhood crush.
Tommy
never ever fucked off. That's because Jason David Frank has an ego. He can never shut up about being a Power Ranger. It's really annoying.
Yep.
Have you seen a lot of the stuff he says because he's been in Power Rangers? God, like, I like Tommy, but Jason David Frank, I would never like to meet him.
Yeah.
Like when there was plans for the Power Rangers film coming out, the most recent one, he was saying, this isn't going to go forward unless I'm a part of it. It's just like, you don't matter.
You're not that important, Tommy.
Yeah, and then he got kicked out of a cinema because he was filming his cameo. Instead of saying, like, they were asking for his film because they thought he was pirating it, and instead of saying like, "Oh, I'm just filming my cameo in the film," he just started saying, "I'm in the film. I'm in the film." Like, what's that gonna do?
Yeah, I've heard he does have some ego problems, and he
does.
Okay, I'll get this out of the way now, though. I do like Tommy as a character, and he's been a favorite of mine for a very long time. He is highly overrated. He
is. He gets too much attention. Like, there's better Rangers than Tommy. It's just that Saban is just like, there's Tommy and then there's everyone else.
Yeah, we need to prop up some others that are far more important. Or at the
Yeah,
very least that are just as good or if not better than he is.
yeah,
I
and
like I like him as the Green Ranger. I liked him as the White Ranger. I even liked him when they did Dino Thunder. But
yeah,
there's only so much Tommy one can take.
yeah,
Although bringing him back in Dino Thunder, good call.
yeah. It's just Saban needs to realize that there's more seasons than Mighty Morphin.
Well,
I mean,
you can
we're
kind
we're
of notice that's
constantly
what he's
getting
focusing on right now.
yeah. It's just sort of any like collector's toy or whatever or figurines. It's always Mighty Morphin. It's just like, can we get a different series?
Yeah,
Because you've been doing
Wild
this for the
Force.
past few years now.
Can I get some Wild
Yes,
Force?
Wild Force. Can we get some Wild Force? That was a great series, and that was a great end to the original Saban era.
I don't know if they. I don't think they ever did any for Wild Force.
No, I don't think so.
Not for the Legacy line. I know they've done in space. I think they did Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've
In
done
space,
any
they would have
others.
done it because that was their saving kind of their saving grace.
Yeah, they
Like
did.
if that failed, that would have just ended Power Rangers.
Yeah,
And it didn't because Turbo ruined everything. Turbo ruined everything. It's just like, oh great, we have to save this series.
Lost Galaxy. I don't think has gotten any attention in a long time.
No.
Who wouldn't like to have some Lost Galaxy Rangers and
Yes.
maybe a Magna Defender?
Yeah.
I'd love a Magna Defender. He's awesome. Looks cool. Why did they stop using Zeo crystals? No reason. They just chose to.
Plot.
They ran out of Sentai footage. That's why.
Yeah, they ran out of Sentai footage.
It's exactly the reason. It's like, you know what? We're out of footage. Moving on to the next one.
Yep.
Power Rangers in Space. Yes. I like Power Rangers in Space. It's probably my favorite season.
It was a great season.
It took me a long time to go to Lightspeed Rescue because I never liked the uniforms. But I recently finished watching it like probably a couple weeks ago. I'm like, this was actually really good. I'm sad that it was also right around the time when I lost interest for Power Rangers.
Yeah,
after Zeo,
I think a lot of Saban stuff like towards the end, it definitely got better. It's pretty much In Space to Wild Force was like their highlights.
Yeah. Well,
and then
some people consider Wild Force to be a Disney season because that's Disney when the rights were probably midway through.
I would say that was a kind of a good end for Saban and then start for Disney.
Yeah. Disney
we do not talk about the Ninja Turtles in space, okay? We do not talk about that.
It never happened. It never happened. I refuse to believe it happened. Though I've watched Power Rangers in Space countless times. And I think I watched it, I don't know, like probably several months back again because I love it so much. I'd rather not remember that season. Or not the season, but remember those episodes. I'd rather not.
Time Force, the edgy 90s season, lol. I mean, I guess.
Well, actually, he's not entirely wrong. Murdering a Red Ranger in like the first episode, it's kind of edgy, kind of dark. It's about as dark as it's gotten for. Let's be honest, the more current seasons, not very dark. Most of the parents aren't either dead. Most of them are just missing or hidden in a rock or something. It's like, I'm stuck in a cave or something. I can't get out of here.
Yeah. Let's insert more fart jokes.
Let's insert bad humor and irritating characters.
Yeah. I heard that about Ninja Steel. It's just like, the first 4 episodes have fart jokes. I'm like, I'm not watching this.
That's very juvenile of you, Saban. Come on, you could do better. At least Dino Charge looked like it was heading in a good direction, and then you pull that shit.
Yeah, and they never made Heckle the Talon Ranger.
Yeah, they didn't,
because that was heavily implied, and they even said like, we're gonna adapt Death Rouger or Kyoryu Navy.
Yeah,
they did it.
Yeah, they were going to, but they chose not to. I think because he was just a movie version.
Yeah,
He was only in the movie, and they probably didn't have enough footage to have him.
Well,
the
they
whole
could have
time.
filmed their own. I mean,
That's true. But also remember, they're on budget too.
oh yeah, true. Yeah,
Their budget
I
is
mean,
probably shit. So
probably is.
probably a lot more than. Well, yeah, and the funny thing is that even when seasons have like really, there's problems behind the scenes, like with Jungle Fury, they struggled because it was the writer's strike and they were under budget, and they still managed to
Yeah.
pull out a pretty good season. Probably one of my favorite
Yeah.
ones. So Power Rangers Gundam crossover is a must. I prefer the Daishi as a villain, but that's me.
Yeah.
Rancic's pretty good though.
Rancic is good.
Actually, for Neo Saban, I actually liked Heckle. So
Yeah, he was actually
the,
an interesting villain.
Yeah, that was the only part of the series I actually liked was Heckle. It's like I didn't like Sledge because he's stupid.
Sledge was annoying.
He's pretty generic. It's not like he has anything interesting going on. And what else was I thinking? Most of the other supporting villains were pretty irritating to watch.
Yeah, they were.
It's bad enough when the heroes aren't very entertaining to watch. It's even worse when the villains are irritating to watch. It's like, give me something to like. Then you give me Heckle. And then you take away Heckle. Or I agree with most people where they had the idea of him like befriending the Rangers and whatnot, and then it's just like a couple of episodes later, nope, not friends anymore. Oh, his evil plan is revealed. It's like, darn it, I wanted it to go for like all the way to the end, at least to the last like 5 episodes. Really build up confidence and trust with them, and then screw them over a bit.
Best mentor. Oh,
best mentor.
Best mentor. Oh.
Doggy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Doggy Kruger.
Doggy Kruger was best mentor.
Well, yeah. I would say either Doggy Kruger or what's the I forgot his name for Jungle Fury.
Oh,
RJ. Yeah, I like RJ too. In my opinion, those two are the best mentors.
Alpha 5 is the ultimate villain. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, Alpha 5 caused everything.
Yep. What about best villain? I'd probably go Daishi. I like him.
Daishi, yeah. Either Daishi or Rancic.
Maybe Diabolico? I don't know.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Or the hamster master from Ninja Storm. He's not a bad mentor.
Yeah. It's just he was a hamster.
He's just not very
It's a CG hamster. We can't take him seriously.
He's a cheap CG hamster. We can't take him seriously enough. At least with Doggy Kruger, you have a sense that he's imposing.
Yeah. Zed, that design.
Zed is an awesome villain. But he's a very generic villain.
He's a generic villain. And then they made him more comic relief.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
Doesn't really work unless it's done, unless it's executed well. Like, for example, like the character I use for my picture, Kuroto Dan, he started off as just villain, psychotic villain, gets killed off, is brought back as psychotic, rogue, comedic character, and it worked very well.
Exactly. Yeah. Taking on 100 opponents all at once, all by himself. Yeah, that's the reason why he's awesome. Also, well, I mean, the best part about a mentor is the fact that they're there to teach and to help the Rangers grow as characters, and that's what Doggy does. Yeah. And so does RJ. You know, RJ's a bit more odd with how he handles the scenarios. Doggy's a bit more straight-laced, but that makes sense considering he's a cop.
Yeah, dog, definitely.
Alien thing. Makes a lot more sense that way. But with RJ, he's Pai Schwa Master. He can be a little bit eccentric and odd. He's allowed to. But I don't know. it's hard to remember a lot of the villains. Oh, what's that one villain? I like them. I sometimes really enjoy like the mid-tier villains, the guys who normally have some sort of beef with an individual ranger, normally the red one.
Yeah.
I cannot. Oh, what was his name? The guy from In Space. I can never remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either. The main one I could come up with was the one from Samurai. That was played by the guy that was a Red Wild Force Ranger.
Yeah. He looks so much like Diva Talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of did, didn't she?
Yeah, she pretty much did.
I still have not watched that movie because I don't know if I want to. I know it's bad, and I want to watch it just so that I can shit on it first.
It goes from bad to okay. It's just there's a lot of they gave it a lot of attention before it released, especially with Trini.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, she's gay. And then in the film it's only implied. Just like
oh yeah, his name was Ecliptor. That was his name. Ecliptor.
Yes.
He's awesome. I liked him. I like the ones that like have some sort of either connection to the Ranger or they have a personal beef.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Like they lose and they're like, I want to get revenge. Send me back down to do it again.
Yeah. Like the one from Lightspeed Rescue, I can't remember. The one who took the took Ryan, the Silver Ranger, as a baby.
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
He had beef with the mentor. And then it's eventually the Red Ranger. Can't remember its name.
Actually, wasn't he? For a while, he was the main villain, kind of.
Yeah.
Because he was there was a baby that he had to take care of, and the queen was in limbo. Demons from another dimension.
Yes.
Mesagog was cool. Yes, actually, he was. I like that one. That was very Jekyll and Hyde. Thank you for reminding me, Dalton. He's one of my favorite ones, and I forgot him.
That was Diabolico, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, Diabolico. He was, for a while, he was the main villain, though.
Yeah.
Because it's all that they would talk about. It's like, oh no, it's Diabolico. And then it's the kid, and then the queen, and then nothing. Series is over. Yeah, you basically had three main villains, in a sense.
Yeah.
They just rotated out. Rangers fighting demons. That's why it's better. I don't know if I would give it as high a praise that some do, but I did really enjoy it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't know if I would give it the highest of praise. Mainly because I didn't grow up with it and I wasn't invested. I was invested enough, so it's got that.
I grew up with reruns, so.
Well, I watched a lot of reruns too. That's when I watched Time Force, and I was like, "Ooh, I really like Time Force."
Yeah. Best Evil Ranger.
Ooh. Psycho Rangers?
Yeah, that. I always go to Psycho Rangers because Evil Rangers they don't really do that a lot nowadays.
No, they don't do evil variants anymore.
Well, they could be with Go Busters now if they decide to adapt Enter and Dark Buster.
Yeah.
Best characters Bulk and Skull. Sure, whatever.
Sure, why not?
If you believe that.
Whatever you say, Emerald Centurion. Whatever makes you happy. I mean, I don't hate Bulk and Skull. I like them. They're fun. I just find it grating and irritating that we keep on doing it on a regular basis. I'm like,
yeah,
you serve no purpose.
It's like here you're in Mighty Morphin, now you're in Zeo, now you're in Turbo, now for some reason you're in space. Let's bring back one of them in Samurai.
Although in Samurai I didn't find it nearly as annoying to bring them back. I was okay with that.
There's only one of them.
Yeah.
But they did bring back Skull like for one episode.
Yeah. The end.
Yeah, the end. Yeah, pretty much.
But I don't like, well, with Ninja Steel, they made 2 comic relief characters. I'm like, they're just grating. They're irritating. They're not even funny. Not even remotely funny. They're
Yeah.
you thought Bulk and Skull were like, not very interesting characters. At least they went through a character arc. At least they were fun to watch.
Yeah.
These guys are just grating and annoying. Crap.
Why does everyone crap on Justin from Turbo?
Because kid
no
actors.
one likes Turbo.
There's that, and also kids in Power Rangers are normally bad actors. That's why.
Yeah.
There's a reason. He's not very good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Apparently, and he's one of the kid actors that suffers from an ego, apparently.
Yeah. They aren't founding, they are tragic.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a tragic story of a nerd and a jock being friends for some reason. You're ruining the hierarchy of society. Stop it.
You're ruining the high school dynamic.
Exactly. I'm kidding. I hung out with jocks too, so it's not like that's an impossibility, but still it's just weird. They don't seem like they would work well together at all. Because when you're first introduced to them, he was doing the jock's homework.
It's like, okay.
Making it sound like he's the bully and he's like forced to tag along. And then all of a sudden they're acting like they're best friends. I'm like, what? Excuse me? I thought that he was basically your lackey. Like he does everything you say. And he still kind of does. But at the same time, you act very friendly towards him. I don't get it. To the airlock with them.
To the
Well, considering that's kind of how Ninja Steel starts off, that's very accurate representation of what I would like to do with the series. Throw it through an airlock. Along with most of the Neo Saban era while I'm at it.
Especially in
Super
Mega Force. Super Mega Force.
Definitely
not through the airlock.
Send it into the sun.
Send it into a sun and then turn it into a black hole.
You know that thing from Star Wars where Kylo Ren says, kill the past, burn, destroy it if you have to? I kind of want that mentality for that. Red Force.
Yeah.
I want it to die. It never happened.
It's just like I plan on doing a video about that, why Super Mega Force failed as an anniversary season, and it's just for something that's supposed to celebrate Power Rangers, you did a really shit job at it.
Absolutely.
Like here, let's actually celebrate two shows. And it's just like, one's Disney era and then one's Neo Saban era. Is that it, really?
Yeah, and you didn't really. I don't expect them to like bring in every actor who's ever played in Power Rangers, because that would have been an impossibility. But at the same time, it was really disappointing to see some of them being misused. Or just
Tommy's lackeys.
Yeah, well, for the mentor related episodes, like when they brought Casey back, or when they brought back from Samurai or any of the other shows, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry you had to be brought into this.
Yeah,
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, especially Casey's actor, considering he's a Sentai fan.
Considering he's my favorite Red Ranger, yeah. It's disappointing. If you want Child Ranger, at least give him a personality.
Yep.
Yeah. From Die Ranger. Yep, Kyber Ranger. It was a kid. That's right, everybody. White Ranger from Mighty Morphin was originally a kid. I have now ruined your childhood.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And the Yellow Ranger was actually a dude.
Yep, I'm ruining your childhood.
Yeah. Which is something they never explained.
All the actors were Japanese.
Yes.
Everybody is Japanese. You want to talk about your diversity? They were all Japanese. There you go.
Yeah. It was something they never explained. Is just in Super Mega Force, like, why do these ones suddenly have skirts?
It's like, that's odd.
That's odd. Like, they didn't have a skirt originally. Why did I have a skirt? It's like, I can give you source material reasons. Can I give you reasons in the season? No, because there was no logic put into that series.
Oh, your first Sentai was Jetman? Cool.
The Sentai series that almost became a Power Ranger.
I thought that was Bioman.
Wonder how that would have worked.
Apparently it didn't work considering they already filmed the pilot and it just didn't work. Apparently. Gotcha. I mean, Jetman!
Yeah.
So, what else? We kind of went off track when it comes to talking about the Go Busters adaptation, didn't we?
That's all right. Yeah. Has anyone watched the new series, Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger? That's been good so far. That has been really good so far.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's my problem. It's tough for me to watch either Sentai or Kamen Rider, considering that I don't trust any of the sites that do show it.
Yeah.
But I feel because they show weird pop-ups and whatnot, and I don't like the pop-ups. They make me uncomfortable. I'm also afraid that they're going to give me a virus on my computer, which I can't afford. And I tried to use ad blocker, and it's like, nope, you can't do that. Shit! Let me block the ads at the very least.
Yeah, definitely.
I know you're trying to keep your money flow going, but I mean, you're not doing it legally to begin with. So, at the very least, I don't know. People talk about torrenting it, and it's like, yeah, and that's a process that I don't understand how to do. There you go. That's the reason.
Yeah. First, you download uTorrent, then you click the link. Wait for it to download.
I think I tried that with Kuga, and I got nowhere. I tried to download all of Kuga, and I couldn't. I was very disappointed. I'm like, there's nothing here.
Yeah. If it's really old, like if they subbed it ages ago, it'll take longer. Because I tried to get all like I forgot what series, but I tried to get all the subs for it. It was just like, this says it's going to take me 2 weeks. Like, the hell. Come on.
I was using TV Nihon or Niho or whatever it's called.
Nihon, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I usually. They're okay with subs.
It didn't take very long to put Kuga on to download it. I just don't think it worked. The torrent I just probably did something wrong.
Probably.
I just tried to directly download it from the site and it just did not work because I tried playing it later on. Nothing.
Yeah.
Jack shit. Just a blank screen. No sound. No nothing. I'm like, well, isn't this just lovely? Thank you.
TV Neon can be alright, yeah.
Yeah. I just wish I knew how to use it properly.
Yeah. I don't like when they kind of with translations they go with the pronunciation instead of the what it actually is. Like when Zooja came out, they spelt it with a J because that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, you're a subbing site. We want accurate translations. This is not accurate.
Yeah. I don't know of any other sites that do translations really, so.
Overtime Sub. They do translations. But they mainly focus on the newer stuff. Oh, pretty much any of them focus on the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Unless Blu-rays come out.
Yeah.
Then they just like, let's re-release them.
Yeah. I wish that there was a way to purchase the Blu-rays and have them have English subtitles. That'd be nice. If there is a way, please somebody let me know. So then I can go out and I can buy them.
Yeah. Well, Shout Factory's doing that with the older series.
Yeah, they did it with a lot of the old Sentai stuff, but not with Kamen Rider. I'm referring to Kamen Rider.
Yes.
I'm willing to give Shout Factory money. I'm willing to fork over the cash to see Die Ranger and the what is that ninja one? God damn it.
Coco Ranger?
Yeah, that's
that
it.
one, yeah.
I want to see that one too. because it was never officially adapted properly. So I would
It
really
wasn't.
like
It
to
was.
watch that.
They
It was
adapted the
Alien
Zords,
Rangers.
and then they adapted them to Alien Rangers because.
I want to watch the original Sentai because I feel like it was that was a butchering and it was unfair.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I want to see any of the others. I mainly want to go with the ones that I know were different from the originals.
Yeah.
I want to watch the one where the Thunder Zords came from. I want to watch the old ninja one. I'd like to watch the other Sentais that were probably never aired in the States. But it doesn't look like they're focusing on any of the older ones.
No, they're
like
just focusing on
Jetman and whatnot was talked about here, but probably won't get to see that, which is unfortunate. Maybe when they run out of Sentais to adapt. Although they're doing it
taking their time.
Yeah, they are. I mean, at the very least, it's a professional translation job, so I'm pretty sure they'll handle things pretty well. Good.
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm happy with. Yeah. But it's more or less, I don't know. I would like it if Shout Factory would get the license to do Kamen Rider too.
Yeah, they should.
I mean, why not?
It's just a matter of
you guys sell pretty much everything else.
Pretty much.
Why not? It's money. Although, for some reason, because apparently people say that Toei likes to hold on to the property and it costs a lot of money. I'm like, if that's the case, then how the hell did they manage to afford to get the old Sentai stuff?
Yeah.
If it's that expensive.
Well, kind of looking at it, that they started with a Jew Ranger, which was Mighty Morphin. So I think they just mainly just let's just focus on all the ones that at least everyone knows as Power Rangers, except for Die Ranger.
This is true. Will they ever truly run out? Probably not.
No, because it's just.
Will they run out of older shows to release? Yes. Eventually.
Will they run out of new ideas to come up with? No.
Maybe. I kind of feel like they've been retreading for a while. I mean, we're back to ninjas again. Dinosaurs again.
Dinosaurs.
I feel like we've been here before.
Well, at least with the current Sentai series, it's actually a new interesting idea. Having two teams at the beginning fighting each other.
Yeah. Ultraman rocks. Does he really? I don't know. I barely remember the Ultraman adaptation that came out in the States. I barely remember it.
Probably a good reason.
May have been really bad. I don't even.
Probably. America doesn't have a good record with adapting a lot of stuff well.
Just the same as Japan probably doesn't have a very good record of adapting American stuff.
Possibly. I don't see a lot of like Japanese versions of like American series.
It was done by 4Kids?
Probably that's why it's bad.
Yeah. Yes, it's bad. Darn it. I was hoping to try and find it later.
There's probably guns in there that were edited out. So it's just them pointing.
Pointing the gun. Pointing fingers at the enemy. Yeah, that's not an obvious edit.
I'll shoot you with my invisible gun.
Like, why are you pointing at Kaiba? I don't understand. As a kid, you probably don't think about it very much, but then later on, you're like, wait, why is he just pointing? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why is he pointing? There's no point. There's no reason to point at him. 4Kids. You are worth all the fun and mockery that you are.
There were 2 Australian Ultraman series. You remember those? Do I though? Don't think there were. I'm gonna look this up.
There's an anime for Ultraman that's coming in 2019. Yep. Might have something to do with that manga adaptation that came out recently.
Manga's not that bad. It's currently on break at the moment, I think. Because it's been a while since the 10th volume has been released. I've got all of them. I've got all 9. 10 hasn't come out yet, I think. Or at least an English version hasn't.
Yeah. Interesting. I think I saw someone doing a review for it. Art looked really cool. I was like,
I
I'm
mean,
not really following what's going on
yeah.
with the story, except for that apparently an old Ultraman is passing the torch to his son. That's about all I got.
It's a it's pretty much it follows its own continuity from the first ever series.
Yeah.
So like a what if he had a son? Like what if the other Ultraman series never happened?
To a magic season again, and maybe it'll be better than the shit. Oh, Mystic Force isn't that bad.
Mm.
It's not fantastic, but it's not that bad. I actually enjoyed parts of it. I don't know why some people say it's not very good. I don't know. I thought it was okay. It didn't change my life or anything, but
Yeah. Okay, so apparently there was an Australian Tokusatsu Ultraman series. Ultraman Towards the Future, aka Ultraman Great.
yeah.
Never actually came out in Australia, despite it being a Japanese Australian series. Okay?
Doing Getter Robo. Cool. Juan's cell phone, damn it. Is that the only reason why you don't like it? Is because the cell phone is a wand? I hope your reasoning is better than the morpher. Don't get me wrong. Cell phone morphers are very annoying. They used it way too much. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
Although it
I
does
mean,
double as a communicator, so you can't fault them for that
yeah,
most of the time. It's like it's also a communication device.
as long as it's
So
not glasses.
hey, we'll make fun of Jungle Fury. I like that morpher. At least it's different. At least it's not a cell
True,
phone.
yeah, at least it's different. It's just like, okay, it was kind of plain. It was just it was just different sunglasses
Well, they only used
with
it for
different colors.
3.
Yeah.
Everyone else's morphers were different, so they change Yama Dino Puncher Nagara into Emo High School MC number 356. I have no idea what you're referencing, Smaxo. I really don't know. Are we referring to Mystic Force? Because if we are, I don't know. I haven't watched very much of the Sentai stuff. Most Sentai stuff I've watched was like maybe one episode of Zoojer and a couple of Gokaiger. That's about the extent that I've watched. I've watched more Kamen Rider. Considering I watched what? Couple episodes of Kuga, about probably 4 episodes of Wizard. I may have watched another one too, but I don't remember. Way too much emo high school main characters in anime nowadays. That's fair. That's a fair complaint. I'll give you that one. I'm not going to argue with that because it's true. Okay, Chris, keep them occupied. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yep, that's all right. Hey, what do you want me to talk about?
Talk about whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just keep them engaged.
The intro to Mystic Force. Oh, okay. You didn't like it, Emerald? It was it's a product of its time. That's all I can say about Mystic Force. Honore Dicado. If there's any inconsistencies in Kamen Rider, blame Decade. Yeah, pretty much. It was all Decade's fault. I mean, first episode, he's told, go kill all the other Kamen Riders to prevent every reality from merging and destroying. So what does he do? He goes and befriends all of them instead. Like, it is all your fault. Plus, they can't decide if Narutaki is actually a villain or a hero, or at least an ally. I mean, Kamen Rider Tyson didn't really help with that. It's like, yes, I'm actually going to help all of you because I kind of like you all. It's just like that's a huge character change. That's you never really liked any of them. Uh, Pretty much, you had one job. He had one job. He was clearly told to kill all of them, and he didn't. And then he was surprised that everyone turned on him. Like, you had a job to do. You clearly failed it. You weren't listening, obviously. Yeah, sometimes Narutaki's a hero, sometimes he's Colonel Zol. Yeah, it's just they could never decide, like, is he really there to help the AR world writers, or is he just screwing with everyone? Especially in the All Riders vs. Daishoka, he saves Natsumi. And it's like, oh, we need to get all the riders to team up. Just like, okay. And then in the other films, it's just like, yeah, I'm a villain. Toei needs to figure out how continuity works. So far they're doing it very, very well with X8 and Build. They've been referencing their films. The films are canon, and it works.
I am back.
You're back.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about how Decade ruined everything. It's all his fault.
Well, isn't that kind of the theme of his season? That he ruins everything?
Yes, because he had one job to do and he couldn't even do it properly.
Well, hello
and
there.
He can't say he didn't know what to do because he was clearly told, kill everyone, kill all the other riders to prevent every world from merging and destroying. Can you do that? No, he didn't. He befriends all of them instead. Just like, you had one job.
Hello, Roan. And I see my buddy Trip in the chat. Hello, guys. Good to see you. How you doing?
And then Hokkaido appeared in Gaim. Yeah, don't think everyone likes to talk about that. That's very non-canon. That was just a promo for the Hokkaido film.
What is Hokkaido?
He's the main villain of Hokkaido. It's a very old tokusatsu series. When Gaim was going on, they were doing a reboot film, so they wanted to tie it in.
Now I understand Decade.
Yes. Glad we can make it clear for you. Decade ruined everything.
And that's why no one will ever remember Decade a decade later.
Yes, it ruined everything. It had a short season that had to be finished in a movie with a trailer that had nothing, that never ended up being in the film. Like, there was just a random scene in a trailer where Tsukasa is being attacked by a different Decade. It's like, okay, where's this? This would have been interesting. It never turned up in the film.
Hello, Electric 1995. How are you doing, old friend? So he was supposed to be an assassin. Yes.
Technically, yes. Kiva told him he had to kill all the other the alternate reality riders to prevent every world from merging with one another. But he didn't. What do you guys think of the Power Rangers fan film? Was that the gritty one?
The gritty reboot version?
Yeah.
It was cool.
I mean, it was a thing. Yeah.
It was well done.
Yeah.
It's like, could that have been the Power Rangers movie that I got instead of the shitty one that's a Bond made? I want that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make me very uncomfortable. It's like, oh, my childhood, but at the very least, it won't insult my intelligence. But it was a fan film, so it was a good fan film.
Smacks for that, yes. Yeah, Inazuma and Kakade 01 and Zubat did appear in that film, but that was in a altered reality.
Yeah.
An alternate timeline.
Always remember, there's multiple alternate timelines in every single fictional universe.
Yes.
We need to have them all. So at least in that way, it makes our headcanon work better.
Mm.
That's the reason why Star Wars: The Last Jedi doesn't exist in my canon, or The Force Awakens. It's an alternate world
Yes.
that doesn't exist. Neither does Rogue One or the Solo movie. None of it exists. It's all a figment of your imagination. The canon that you've had since Star Wars originally came out, or when you first became a fan, that's the canon you stick with.
Yeah. Like the extended universe had way more interesting stories that you could have adapted. Like, no, let's is like this was Disney's strategy. It's like, hey, let's get rid of the old canon and add nothing to our new canon. Because how long have had that they've had a new canon now? Like for a few years now?
Yeah.
We still do not know anything between that 30-year gap.
Yep.
Like anything important.
They haven't
they
said
did,
much.
Yeah, if they did, that could have at least explained why Luke was different in the film.
Yeah. Oh, I love that inconsistency. That was my favorite part. It's like,
yeah, it's like,
he left a map behind so people could find him in the future. Oh wait,
yes.
never mind. I came to this planet to die. What?
Yeah.
Did you hit your head on a rock when you were here?
Yeah. It's like, oh yes, I wanted to straight up kill my nephew because he was going to the dark side. Just like, Vader. Vader did so much worse. He was actually a part of the dark side.
Yeah.
And you thought he was worthy of being saved? Yeah. Hello?
That's what everyone was saying. It's like, it makes no sense. It's entirely out of his character.
Yeah.
See, he believed in redemption. It's like, his nephew hasn't even done anything evil yet. It's just a freaking vision.
Yeah, and if Disney actually spent time establishing what happened to those characters in the 30 years, it would have explained why he decided to go and straight up try to kill him.
Yeah, at least then it would have giving some form of context or reason, like background story. Maybe it had something to do with Snoke. Maybe, there's this big bad villain wearing a gold robe, sitting on a chair, doing absolutely jack all. Maybe he's important. Maybe he's not. It's like, maybe he was part of the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe he was part of Luke's order. That would have been interesting.
And it's like, no, let's give Phasma a novel.
Yeah, that's real important.
Yeah, let's give Phasma a novel. Let's give Rose an action figure.
Let's give Poe's parents a comic book for no reason.
Let's
not developing Poe.
Yeah.
Let's give Lando a comic book too. Why not?
Let's constantly revisit the previous trilogies. Because we obviously need so much more from them. It's like, we don't need to revisit those two trilogies. We need more stuff from the new trilogy.
Yeah. Okay, we're off topic. This is not a Star Wars stream. This is a Tokusatsu stream. It's Power Rangers and Sentai, Kamen Rider, whatever else people want to talk about.
Don't worry, I can save this.
Okay.
Takeda was one of the influences to Darth Vader's appearance. I'm not joking. That's actually true. George Lucas saw Takeda's appearance, and that was apparently one of the influences for Darth Vader.
Interesting.
See, I saved it. It's connected.
I was going to derail it more.
My bad.
Darn it! And now the chat's going to talk about nothing but Darth Vader and Snoke and Star Wars. And then Vader influenced Char Aznable. Yeah, probably. I could see it to an extent. It's kind of a helmet thing. A little bit. Not really. They're very different when it comes to, characters. Char's not technically evil in the first one. Not really. Yeah, he murders people, but he's on a vendetta. There's a difference. Read previous comment. Trip, you know me. I don't pay attention to chat. I completely and totally ignore it. Is this the one he was referring to? I think the best thing America made for Power Rangers is Lord Zed, till they watered him down because he was too scary. Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Zed was introduced as like a fearful like strong villain, and then like they just turned him into comic relief.
Yeah. I'm completely lost. I don't know what.
As soon as Rita married him, he became comic relief. The whole like drugging him and then putting a spell on him.
Yeah. And now he's the love of your life, and he snores next to you in bed, and you just had to reference that in the Turbo movie. Thank you. Really needed that one. It's like, you think I was... Oh, shut up, Rita. Why would Detox even ask for your advice? Considering that Rita couldn't beat the Rangers. Why would you ask previous villains who have never won before? Why would you ever ask them, like, how do you beat the Rangers? It's like, you think I would be where I'm at if I knew how to beat them? You think the Machine Empire would still be on its ass?
Yeah.
You think Lord Zed would be stuck where he is if he was actually able to beat the Rangers? Seriously, why the hell would you ask that question? How about Hasbro taking over toys rights? I mean, we might get better toys.
Possibly.
It's a possibility. I'm not
50-50 chance.
I'm not too confident because we've seen how well Hasbro has handled the license of Star Wars. We've gone full circle again. I'm just saying. Their toys have not... I think their Transformer toys are still really good, though. So
I think that's where they give putting more of their attention towards.
We'll be ready to play as one. He's replaced Iron Giant. Oh, Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah, that film.
We probably will not see him. We will not see.
Well, they already showed Iron Giant in the trailers.
Yeah, we've seen that.
They're obviously going to do changes because I saw a few people saying like wow, they're actually like adapting this book properly. I'm just like, are you for real?
No,
all the stuff they showed in the trailer does not exist in the book.
Yeah.
Apparently, the book is not that good either.
I don't know. I've never read it. Can't
It's
say.
just-
I mean,
too
the
much
fact that they make a
detail,
Gundam reference makes me happy. But I'm not going to go and see a movie just to see a reference of the Gundam. So
I think it's gonna,
considering that I could just watch the trailer.
Yeah.
And see
I think
a
it's
live
going to end
action.
up like Avatar.
Yeah.
It's just going to be it just looks pretty, but the plot is going to be just generic.
Probably. I know a lot of people like Avatar. I'm kind of iffy. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice looking film. I thought it was kind of a fun movie originally. I wouldn't bother watching it a half dozen times. Message on it is pretty basic. Could have watched Messenger Z Infinity this March anyways. Yes, unfortunately, I did not get to watch that. I was forced to watch Star Wars. And completely ignore Black Panther because I don't want to watch it now. Everybody has killed my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Blame the media and blame
That's unfortunate because I was seeing I think like Yellow Flash put up, he said he wanted to go watch the film, but his wife was a bit worried about getting harassed. I'm just like, what have we come to? It's like we can't go out and enjoy a film without feeling like someone's going to try and attack us.
You're obsessed with Darling? Oh boy. Ron, I'm embarrassed for you. Why would you degrade yourself, sir? There's so much better mech shows out there.
Oh yeah, that's true, Dalton. Yeah, Rita and Zed did destroy the command center and a batch of Zords.
I guess that's fair.
But they never really truly defeated the Power Rangers. They still fought.
Yep.
They got more powers.
And they lost in the end, which is what counts.
Yes, they became human. And then Rita created Mystic Force.
Rita created the Mystic Force. Really?
Yeah,
Is that a theory running around?
she's the Mystic Mother. That's mainly because in the source footage, the actress that played
Oh.
Bandora in Zoo Ranger also played the Mystic Mother.
Huh.
So they did it as a little like nod, just like, oh, I used to be the Mystic Mother's like, oh, I used to be Rita Repulsa, and then I became good, so I started using good magic. She was like the source of like all the Mystic Forces, powers, and everything.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Gundam Ultraman Leopard and Minerva X. Interesting. I have no idea what Trip is talking about. As usual, he has me lost. Were the Power Rangers and the others like them influenced and inspired by early American superheroes? Probably. I mean, they're wearing tights colored spandex. You tell me.
Probably, yeah.
You can see there's some influence there. Where they got their ideas, I don't know. I mean, Kamen Rider was kind of the birth of a lot of the tokusatsu stuff that we get. At least when it comes to superhero related stuff. I can't even remember the name of the original creator.
Of Kamen Rider.
Yeah, well, he was responsible for both Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, wasn't he?
Oh. I know Shotaro Ishinomori was the creator of Kamen Rider. I don't know about Super Sentai. I'll have a look.
I mean, the one thing I do remember was his first influence was, or the first book that was like that is he did a manga called Skullman.
Yeah, he did.
The first one.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Super Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is Spider-Man's mech more powerful than Tony's own armor and mech? Probably. It's a super robot. You tell. I think it self-explains itself. It's a super robot. What is Tony gonna do?
Yeah.
Good luck beating a super
Tony
robot.
currently is like, I don't know what Tony's doing nowadays.
Tony is dead.
Tony, yes, and
or has been in a coma, quote unquote. I think I don't know. Has he come back yet? I know that
he has kind of, but they kind of explained how he came back, but they haven't found him yet.
Yeah.
Sentai they're waiting for that. Yeah.
Yeah, Sentai inspired by Gatchaman. Probably. Any of the older cartoon shows that was, Sentai-esque, like Go Lion, probably had some influence there too. Although Japanese Spider-Man was the first one to have a giant robot.
Yeah. Japanese Spider-Man created that trend.
Yep. Hooray for Japanese Spider-Man.
Yes. For the emissary of hell.
Yes. I like that. That was really cool.
I think Trip One that could possibly be true. Yeah, Japanese Spider-Man did appear in Spider-Verse.
Yes, he was
and
there.
And then Leopardon got ripped to shreds. It's like, okay, that was pointless.
Now I'm sad and depressed.
Yes, now I'm sad. As usual when reading
I think that's one of the things that Nerd Wonder always says is that any Spider-Man that he wasn't directly involved with, he likes to destroy. So
yeah, pretty much.
So that could be the reason.
It's like
I don't want anybody who's more popular than me.
Pretty much, it's just like Doc Ock is his head canon.
Yep, he is Doc Ock as far as I am.
Yes,
and not a good one. Dan Slott didn't respect the robot. Respect robots. I want that on a T-shirt now. Instead of respect whammon, respect robots.
You don't need to respect the whammons.
Respect my robot.
If she breathes, she's a thought. So why should we respect them?
Leopard should have flattened Moreland. Yeah, probably. It's like a freaking giant ass robot. It's a super robot versus a super villain. What's he gonna do? Punch it? He can't even grow super size. He's dead. He's gum under the giant robot's foot.
Spider mech matters.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you, Joan. I appreciate it. I should probably respond to Joan because Joan keeps showing up in my chats and asking me Could I do some videos about Gundam Seed and Seed Destiny? Why would you want me to do that? I can't add anything new to the argument. I hate it. I have detestment for both seasons. That is all.
It's just drama.
It's bullshit.
It's just drama with robots.
Well, that's what most Gundams are. It's just far worse than that.
Yes, it was the worst. It was just drama times 100.
Yeah, and a Mary Sue character that two Mary Sue type characters I'd rather not remember.
Yeah,
and death scenes that don't seem to matter. It's like, yeah, you originally were dead. Oh, you brought back anyway. No reason. It's not like you took a giant laser to the face or anything. No, you're alive. Take a nuclear blast to the head. Death don't mean shit. Death doesn't matter in that universe. Well, I mean, I know that in anime sometimes death is irrelevant, but still, in this, when you're trying to be somewhat realistic and other people are dying, taking a giant laser to the face, you should be dead. I don't care if you're piloting a Gundam or not. That's a ship cannon directed at your face. You're not living that, especially when you took it at point blank range practically, just to save the other ship. You're dead. I'm sorry. And you can't have amnesia either. I refuse to accept that.
It's just all the tropes put into one. Oh, is essentially what happened.
I know, Joan. You just want my opinion on it. If you watch any of my streams or any discussions I've had about the topic, I've discussed it at length. I could dedicate another stream. Wait, no, I already did that. I already did an entire stream dedicated to Gundam Seed and Destiny. And yeah, I don't feel like doing it again. The reason why not sure I want to do a video is like I want to be sure if I could add anything to it, and I don't think I can, because my thoughts and feelings are the same as pretty much everyone else's. So it'd just be kind of retreading water, and the only reason why I would do it is if I could find a way to make fun of it, which I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll write out a script of funny, goofy things I could say. That might be fun.
Yeah. Electric, yes, there are Toku series that were animated. Garo has 3 anime seasons. A third one's still ongoing, I believe. I haven't catched up with the 3rd season. They've had some anime shorts. Kamen Rider had one with a lot of the old ones. But have they had their own full legit anime series? Don't think so. Kamen Rider has had manga.
Yeah. None of them have been translated.
Yes, unfortunately. None of them.
Maybe that's a good way to experiment. Get some Kamen Rider stuff and some mangas and distribute them in the States. See if you can manage to get an audience that way.
Yes. Yes, Maxo. The SD Kamen Rider series. Yes, that's what I was talking about. And Ultraman Jonius anime.
Yep. Kamen Rider Spirits. I have no idea what that is.
I've heard bits of it.
I think I know what SD Kamen Rider is. I'm assuming that's the one where they're just
kind of the old. It was chibi, kind of like chibi Kamen Rider.
Yep, that would be adorable, but I'd probably watch it just for the sake of comedy.
Yeah.
Toku Sentai versus Avengers. That's a good question. Are we saying who would win?
Depend who's on the Avengers.
Yeah, it depends on who's on the Avengers and who's on the Sentai. Or Power Rangers. It depends. Although we did have a Justice League and Power Rangers crossover recently.
Yeah.
Which sounded very odd, and I was like, wait, how does that work?
Yeah.
Not only is that really odd, but how are Power Rangers going to do with characters like Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman? Batman, they don't have much to worry about. They could take Batman, but
yes,
the others is a bit questionable. All out war. Why not? I don't know. Marvel characters normally are more down to earth. And considering that most Sentai teams are kind of over the top and their powers are normally whatever the writers need them to be.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Just if the plot demands it.
If the plot demands it, I think that the Sentais would probably win.
Will win. Yeah.
It would depend on who would make it. If it was American, they'd probably let the Americans win. If it was Japanese, the Japanese would win, and the Americans would lose.
But if it was Sentai against all the SJW Marvel characters,
oh, they're dead.
They're dead.
They run away.
They're dead.
Show up for the fight.
Oh, but would they? Because they're Japanese. You don't want to appear racist.
True. Very true.
Yeah, it would be a stalemate.
Yep. No, it wouldn't be a stalemate. The Sentais would take care of them. You'd be like, oh, you want to fight us? Sure. We'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
With our giant freaking robot.
Yeah.
Let's see you handle that, America. And I'm referring to the character America. I'm referring to Chavez. Yeah, let's see you do your portal punching powers with that.
Yeah.
With robots from another dimension that normally fight giant monsters on the side just for entertainment. Okay, so does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question for the chat. If for some reason Toei decided to release the rights to Kamen Rider to an American company to adapt, which one would you prefer?
I'd probably go Shout Factory myself, considering they're already
doing
doing
an actual adaptation. So like
actual adaptation.
Not Saban Master Rider type, or probably Dragon Knight, but a bit better. So like, which series would people? The
question would be what studio would be willing to do it.
Yeah,
Legendary.
Maxo, none at all. I mean, you have a point, Maxo. Like a lot of sometimes they're not adapted well. But if it was adapted well, which one would you choose?
Tripmon is saying Legendary.
Yeah.
That might work. I don't know. That's an interesting thought.
But which Rider series? That's what I'm asking. Which, if they decided to just choose which one?
Well, the thing is that we can't use any of we could use most of the Heisei era. We just can't use.
Yeah, I think
any of the ones that were filmed in the ones filmed in the early 2000s. The film quality doesn't look very good, so it would be tricky.
Yeah.
I think most people
I'd probably say,
people would notice. It's like when you watch like the original Power Rangers and you can tell the difference between the American and Japanese footage.
Oh god,
it doesn't seamlessly translate. The film style footage they use are two different things.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure kids maybe wouldn't notice, but adults would.
Hey, Switch Point's here.
Yay! Switch is here. Hello, Switch. We're taking questions right now to keep this conversation going.
Well, if I had to choose a series, I'd probably one of the most recent ones. I'd probably choose X-Aid since it's a video game theme, so that would probably work well with kids. The problem is it had a really intense plot as it progressed, so they'd probably dumb down the plot.
Previous comment. Trip. I don't even know if Trip's even asking questions. From what I've seen, he's just commenting. It's not a question. Oh, what other... Don't watch much Kamen Rider. Same.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's hard.
It's definitely improved story-wise.
Yeah. I like the concept of Kamen Rider a lot more than like Power Rangers and Sentai because it's normally limited to like one character or a smaller subset of characters. So then that way we have more you have more time to dedicate to them.
Yeah. And with Kamen Rider, they don't really, even though they market everything for kids, it's definitely not a something a kid would understand.
Yeah.
Like plot wise, for the most recent series, it's just like, yeah, kids would not understand what is going on. This is something more for teens or adults.
Oh. Trip was phrasing it just as a question. I'm
Ah,
sorry. Think would work if Americanized.
ooh. I don't know.
Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs.
BR Troopers.
Yeah.
Ultraman.
Ultraman, yeah.
Because we know those have gone over well.
Yeah.
So well. um
I know that's tough because we haven't had a lot of good examples.
when we're talking about which Kamen Rider to adapt, I would say probably go with Double.
Yeah,
I'd probably start with Double and work my way through there.
yeah,
I think Double's a good starting point anyway.
yeah. It would be, yeah.
Outside of Power Rangers. What was the question again?
Other, outside of Power Rangers, what Toku do you think would work if Americanized?
Well, like we've been saying, Kamen Rider would probably work if someone would take the goddamn time and dedication to work with it
Yes,
and not be lazy like Saban.
yes,
I think the problem was is they tried to experiment with too many different ones and it just ended up being a mess. Because they tried VR Troopers, they tried Beetleborg, they tried Kamen Rider with Mask Rider, and none of it really worked because they were too focused on Power Rangers.
yeah,
Yes, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. That was a good adaptation.
yes. Out of the two, it was the better of the two.
Considering that's all we have to go with.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least it had a pretty decent theme song and they did a decent adaptation. I liked it when it came out. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I watched it when it was on TV. So I was like, this is way better than Power Rangers. Screw Power Rangers. I want to watch this.
Do you think Tokus based on anime/manga are always doomed to fail? Oh, I don't know. It depends if it's nothing but tropes.
Yeah.
If it's the generic tropes that almost every anime or manga wants to do nowadays, maybe. So pretty much anything to do with a fantasy world.
Yeah.
So pretty much if you wanted to do a Toku based on Sword Art Online, it probably wouldn't work. Because A, it's an overdone genre. B, who really likes Sword Art Online? No offense to anyone who likes it. It's just,
and any
I
anime
couldn't get past episode 2. It was that boring.
Yeah. Any anime or manga that they would adapt to a Toku format, whenever they try and do live action versions, it normally just doesn't go over very well most of the time anyway.
Mm.
I mean,
It's like adapting comics. Who's your pick from? My one, that's
what?
Kamen Rider Genm from X8, Grotodan, the meme lord writer. Yes, I agree, Tripmon. SAO Abridged is the best version. That's the only version I've actually watched. I've only watched 2 versions of actual Sword Art Online, and then I dropped it because it was boring. And I watched SAO Abridged, which is far superior.
Because it's funnier. Hello,
It is.
Mr. Dystopian. How are you doing? And now Rabbit is here. Hooray! It's a party. What?
What the hell is Toku? Okay, Rabbit. Tokusatsu is a live-action Japanese genre. So anything that uses special effects, CGI, live studio, like stunt actors and all stuff. So Power Rangers, if you've heard of Power Rangers is an American adaptation of Tokusatsu.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's what it is, yes. SAO Abridged is great, yes. Usually all of the Abridged series are great.
Yeah, depending on who's responsible for them.
Yes.
The more time they spend on it, the better it is. So
like, Dragon Ball Abridged is it's only just started the Cell games.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while before they decide to start with Super.
What would you base the next Kamen Rider on that hasn't been done yet?
Ooh.
Are we at that phase where there's ones that they haven't already done?
Probably, depending. As
Uh,
long as it's not bug. It's a
Bug themed because they've done that one to death. Well, of course, you got to keep.
technically they haven't done that one for a while, actually.
They could maybe get away with doing another bug theme,
Probably. It's like, hey, this is an homage.
an homage to the original. That would be nice.
Yes.
Hey, there's an idea. Why don't we just do a reinterpretation of the original?
Yeah.
And then the Americans can take that and use that.
Yes.
Space Kamen Rider. We've done that. It's called
Yes.
Forte.
Forze.
In space. It's been done, unfortunately, and I don't like his outfit. It looks stupid. I'm the nitpicky guy who doesn't like certain uniforms. It's the reason why I avoided Lightspeed Rescue for so long. I'm like, I just don't like the uniform. It looks stupid.
Mm.
If I don't like the uniform, I'm not gonna like the show probably. It's also why I've not watched RPM either. It's like everyone's like, RPM's great. I'm like, I don't like the uniforms or the Zords. They look silly. And that's saying something for Power Rangers. Kamen Rider Sherlock Holmes. Isn't that what Double did? Isn't Double already a detective? I know he's not Sherlock Holmes, but
Yeah.
isn't Double basically a detective show?
Pretty much, yes, it is. I mean, one of them's a detective.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Butlers.
Well, I don't think they've ever tried that before.
No, they haven't. No.
Can't say that they've done the butlers or maid thing. I
There's
don't
been
know
butlers and maids in there.
Yes.
But as a theme, no.
Switchpoint might be onto something.
Yes. I think he's hit a new market. I think Japan would lose their mind.
Tell Toei your ideas. Go send them an email.
I think Akibahara would lose their shit.
Kamen Rider Yu-Gi-Oh style card game. Then we already. Well,
We
Decades
haven't had one for a while. Decade was the last one.
Yeah, he had cards, but it wasn't a card game.
Hmm.
That's a good point, though. Card game, card ride, Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
that might work. It's a good variation. Way to go, Rabbit. Because
Kamen Rider YouTube.
Yes.
It's like it's like now I activate my final attack demonetized.
Just like I've been.
Car games and motorcycles, Kamen Rider. I mean,
yeah, and then they can reference Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds all they want.
Yeah.
And make fun of it. I'd probably watch it though.
I would say in a digital world, but VR Troopers.
Yeah. But Kamen Rider, I don't think is done digital. Well, wait, no.
No.
Isn't that what X8 is? Or is X8 just video game?
No, X8's video game, but it's not digital world. It still takes place in the real world.
What is Build? Is that just Model Kit or what is that one?
Build is Build is half hybrid, inorganic and organic. Okay. So one half is something organic like an animal. The other half is inorganic, so something like a tank.
Okay.
So that's what his base form is. Rabbit tank.
I see. I thought that, well, when I saw some of the footage of it, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like, the frames for like model kits and stuff. And since
a little bit, yeah, when he transforms, it has all the lines and stuff, so it looks like model kits.
Sentai Power Ranger, what is your plot? What colors? How many Rangers? What theme do you use?
Oh, jeez.
Dear Lord. That's a heavier question. Kamen Rider, Castlevania-like setting, there's one called Kiva.
Yeah.
Ride horses and wyverns. Kamen Rider Wizard. He rode a dragon. Does that count?
Yeah.
And like I said, Kiva is kind of Castlevania. He's basically a vampire.
Yes.
Gundam Build series style. That'd be cool. Yeah. I know Rabbit's trying his best. But maybe doing another type of vampire or maybe a werewolf one instead.
Possibly, yeah. Or just horror series in general.
Yeah,
And
another
that's what
horror.
Kiva tried to do, but it was mainly focused on vampires.
Yeah, I do
Kamen
like
Rider
the theme song.
Ninja.
I did like the theme song. The
Yes.
violin
Kiva had a
stuff.
great theme song.
Yeah.
Kiva gave us Otoya,
Hmm.
best character,
Mhm.
who's in Build. The actor is another Kamen Rider in Build.
Hmm. Zombie
Zombie
Rider.
Rider, wait. Yep, that was Gen. Gen became Zombie Rider.
Yep. We've never done ancient Egyptian
Last.
Sentai or for a Ranger season. That's true. They've never done an Egyptian themed version. That would be something interesting.
Yeah, I think the problem is Toei wants to at least stay with something that's marketable.
Yeah.
So they're not going to go with like out there ideas. That would be cool to see, but would it be something that would sell to the Japanese audience? How about a Kamen Rider where they are self-aware about everything just being a show? So pretty much Kamen Rider Akiba Ranger. I would kill for that. I want an Akiba Ranger of Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Super
And so
self-aware.
and then when they bring back a Legend Rider and they're fighting and it's just like, why are you attacking me? And I just want them to say plot.
Reasons. Because the
the
writer
writer said so.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Because the writer told me to. Previous comment. God damn it. Trip. Have a spotlight fall on the enemies to end them. Yep, that would work.
What was Trips? Kamen Rider manga, where each Kamen Rider is based on a different manga type. That'd be interesting.
That might work. But we still haven't answered Switch's question.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That would probably take an entire video to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of time.
I'd probably do a video on that. Like if I wrote Power Rangers or Super Sentai, this is how I'd do it.
Yeah.
So one day, Switch, you'll get your answer. One of us will make a video about that.
I don't know if I want to do it because that might be my idea for a comic book in the future. So I don't really want to give it away. I'm like, I want to do it, but then I don't want to do it because I'm afraid that my idea might get stolen from me. It's like, but I have an idea to do a Sentai type one too, and I don't want you to take it away from me. Damn it! I don't want to
Kamen
spoil
Rider
it.
Kabuki. So they did that with Hibiki, I'm pretty sure. It was music based, but they did have one called Kabuki.
I never really understood the idea for Hibiki very much. It's like musical instruments.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was a weird concept.
I mean, it looked cool.
It's like everything's music. Yeah, it looked cool. It's just like, okay.
I don't know if I was entirely in love with the designs, but
they looked too similar to one another.
Yeah.
With just slight alterations in coloring.
Yeah. Sorry to not be able to answer your question, Switch, because I might have to save that for later.
Yeah. Same. I have to save that for later. Was there a dance-based one? No, but Gaim had dances in it.
I don't know if that counts, considering they were using samurai and fruit.
They're using, yes.
I didn't quite fully understand or grasp that. Fruit and samurai. Weird combo.
A weird combo that worked well. That was a popular series. That was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, a lot of people said it's really good. I'm just like, I still can't get over the fact that their transformations are fruit-based.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, yeah.
Still can't get over it. It's a hurdle I must overcome.
I'm not going to say that, Rabbit.
Half a second and have a double talk because I thought Svexo wrote Kamen Rider. I don't even know what that word is.
You don't want to know it. Yes, Switch Point Gaim is fun. Gaim is fun, and then you have to remember the writer is Gen Urobuchi, who likes to make it very dark and very dramatic, which he did a lot in that series.
Journey to the West Kamen Rider Power.
Already.
Cowboy Kamen Rider.
Well, they had
we have a Kamen Rider Sentai character. Now I want it in, or we had a Sentai version. Now I want a Kamen Rider version. Or he's a cowboy. No, just hire an American actor to be in Japan.
What about a Hitalia-esque Ranger time with powers based? Yeah, but we don't want the Hitalia fandom to resurrect.
Could we not? I don't know very much about that. Kamen Rider.
Yes, Maxo. Yes. Yes. I want that.
Steampunk Kamen Rider and Sentai. That could actually work.
Mm.
I don't know how marketable it would be. But
Yeah.
be
That's
kind
the
of
main problem. There's good ideas, but for Toei, it's just like, does this sell well?
Yep. Basically, the Kamen Rider is a stand. Merchant Kamen Rider, where everyone trying to sell merchandise of their alter egos. I don't know how well that would work, but at least Toei would be very open about the fact that it's a toy commercial.
Yeah.
Could adapt any Sentai that has not been adapted. Which one would you adapt? Including parody or unofficial works.
Probably Die Ranger, maybe. But that would conflict with the Zords being the same.
Yeah.
What mythical gods would you base a Kamen Rider Sentai series?
Mythical gods?
I'd probably just go standard Greek.
Japanese ones?
Or Japanese ones, yeah, true.
Or you could go Greek. Although I think they may have done that recently.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know what the Sentai is for the one that is based on constellations or something.
Yeah, Q Ranger, the one that just finished a few weeks ago.
Kill Kamen Rider and Sentai.
Norse gods. Wasn't Zeo Egyptian? A little bit.
Kind of.
Kamen Rider Buddha. So he just sits there.
Yeah. Basically turn Kamen Rider into Saint Seiya. Yeah. That's kind of what Chris just said. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. Because all of the Rangers that they have are based on some form of a constellation. And everybody thought that was going to be the next Power Ranger season.
Joke's on you.
Haha, you've been tricked. It's going to be Go Busters instead.
We're called Q Ranger, despite the fact there's more than 9 of us.
Is that what Q means in Japanese? 9?
Yeah, Q. Yep, 9. They even make their 10th edition even makes a reference to that. It's like we should rename it because there's more than 9 of us.
You gotta love when they reference each other and they're like, yeah, we're kind of aware that this is silly.
Yeah.
Saint Seiya should get a Toku. That for an anime might actually work for Tokusatsu though. Saint Seiya is kind of like that already. That could work. Let's say Mexican Kamen Rider, but that would probably be racist.
How the outfits would look.
Well, they've already racially stereotyped Americans with cowboys, so
yeah.
It's not like they haven't been insensitive to the West already. I don't think they care who they offend.
And Japan doesn't care.
No, they don't. Sentai Architect. They're based on filming famous buildings around the world. Can you market buildings? Can you do that?
Oh, yes. The Red Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Gold Cowboy Ranger. Yes, we did. In a team of ninjas.
Which is really weird. Makes no sense at all.
For the actual character in the source material, yes. Because he was from America.
Yeah.
And he was raised as a cowboy. Or at least, like, kind of raised out in, like, the outbacks or whatever.
Well, food is very popular right now, Smack, so that might work. A chef-themed Sentai.
Oh, cooking. Yes, the powerful Rangers. I love that episode. Just the red and green Ranger from Mighty Morphin come out and they're just huge assholes. They speak a mix of like English and Japanese. Like, hey, you touch.
Funny. Australia writer Ranger scene. Well, we know where they'd be filming the next Power Ranger season.
Yep. I
In
mean, they
Australia.
love New Zealand.
They're
They
not-
could easily just take a boat over.
Yeah, and you can go there and meet the cast. Considering that you live in Australia, right? So
Yeah.
Outlaw Rangers. That one might work. Like we said, an entirely themed around cowboys. And they're outlaws. I thought food was always popular. True, but I was talking in anime format. Which is why I'm wondering why some sort of tokusatsu hasn't taken advantage of this. Food Wars is very popular right now. Take advantage of this now. Well, I mean, they've already got Gaim and their fruit. Why not?
Yeah, Gaim's fruit, yeah.
Why not? We've already peaked. Why not just go for the gold at this point?
Yeah. They had a chef in Q Ranger.
Yep. History Ranger. All based on accurate interpretations of powerful heroes of history. Not Fate style.
Not Fate style. Yeah, pretty much. So you won't get female King Arthur.
Yeah. To see food for Power Rangers. Strawberry Red Ranger. Yes.
Sengoku Sentai. That would be an interesting one as well.
Yeah.
Considering that was pretty much the basis of Gaim.
Yep.
Samurai and Sengoku. Different factions fighting each other. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Or that would actually work better for Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Because I've been creating one where each form was just based off like a character from the Sengoku Basara games.
Yeah.
We should just get Tommy Oliver Ranger team already.
Yeah. Why not? Considering his inflated ego, he'll play all 5 parts.
Yes.
What an asshole.
Yes.
An idea Toku kind of show where the main character shrinks down into metallic hamsters in order to fight underground armies of gremlins. I don't even know what that sentence was I just read, but that was very weird.
Pre-Cambrian Rangers. I mean, that would kind of tie into dinosaurs, but
kind of. What was it? I mean, I know that there's at least one anime that I liked watching, which was Samurai Flamenco. I liked that. That was fun. Kind of being a parody to all the tokusatsu stuff, and then turning into a real crazy show.
Yeah.
He was white, Mighty Morphin Red Zeo, Red Turbo, Black Dino, Green Mighty Morphin. Yeah, he's pretty much got the entire bases covered.
Yeah.
He's an entire team all on his own. Until they decide to bring him back again and then put him in another color for no reason.
Yeah. He blue this time.
Or gold.
Or gold, yeah.
Sport Rider, Sentai, all based on different professional sports. I think there is one like that. It's not from Japan, though.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's from China.
There was... I know Shuri Kenja from Hari Kenja used a baseball bat.
Lovecraft Rangers. That's not marketable to kids at all.
That is very not marketable to kids. They would never do that.
They can't do that. No. That's Nintendo Rangers.
Nintendo Rangers.
Why not?
Yes, that would happen. And then every time they fought, they would get a lawsuit from Nintendo.
Just like all the YouTubers.
Yes.
Red Cthulhu Ranger. Which would be trading. Super Baseball Batman. Yeah. There's been a few shows that do sports related stuff for anime and whatnot. I don't remember.
It's popular.
Yeah, like I said, I know that there's a Sentai in another country that takes a lot of inspiration from Power Rangers, and the entire team is based off sports.
Yeah.
I know it exists. I just don't remember what it's called.
Ooh. Dynaman was originally supposed to be a sport-based one.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be baseball themed. Then they changed it to explosions and dynamite, or just being dynamic.
Dr. Seuss Rangers. It's a legit game on the NES. That's cool. Be a bit meta, a Sentai that's based on fictional vigilantes like Zorro and the Shadow.
Well, we've kind of yeah, that would be good. I mean, with the current series you have based on Lupin.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Lupin does take a bit of a part in there.
Yeah. Okay, guys, give us a different question. Because I feel like this question has gone on too long, and I'm getting bored. I'm bored of your chat. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm not bored of you guys. I love you. Please don't hate me. Please don't unsubscribe right now. Please don't.
If you do, just subscribe to me.
Yeah, go to Chris instead. He could use it.
I could. How else am I going to get monetized?
You'll never get monetized.
I'll never get monetized.
Just like I will never be monetized. How dare you? How dare I? How dare you? Color of Lupin the Third's jacket.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, except pink. It's a yellow.
It's because I'm blue, ain't it? Yes. Yes, Trip, you're monetized. Don't rub it in, okay? You've been monetized forever, okay? You have like over 6,000 subscribers. Shut up. You're lucky in that regard.
Would you like a sequel to Justice League meets Power Rangers? What plot would you like them to use should the Justice League get Zords finally? Yes. I'd like them to get Zords. I mean,
Yes.
obvious one for Batman, Bat.
What would Superman get?
What? Dog? Crypto? Maybe.
I guess that would work. Wonder Woman.
uh,
Green Lantern.
I don't know.
Green Lantern, what would he get?
Jet.
A jet? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that
Jet.
would work.
Aquaman could just be, I don't know.
A shark?
Any shark,
A
yes.
whale?
A whale.
We
Fish.
haven't had very many whales in Sentai. I'd like more whales. Lots of sharks, though. I've noticed that there's a lot of sharks, not very many whale zords.
Wonder Woman has a pet kangaroo. Yes, it'll be a kangaroo.
Of course, that makes total sense.
It has to be either one of the hands or the feet. It'll either jump very far or punch a lot.
Yeah. Whale Rangers. An entire Sentai team dedicated to Whale Rangers. Why not?
Yes, yeah, why not?
And then all the SJWs will complain because there's no body positivity movement going on. Because all the Rangers are fit. How dare they? Green Lantern has a squirrel lantern. I read too many comics. No such thing. It's a lie. I got something better. Undersea Rangers. Actually, that's not a bad idea. They could just have a bunch of different underwater monsters.
Yeah.
Or underwater Zords. But then their mortal weakness will be land.
Yeah.
All the villains are... Oh, that's perfect. Basically go Ruby and Sapphire Pokemon. One side is water, other side is land. Shark, whale, crab, narwhal, squid. I like how Smaxo is thinking right now. Which Ranger has the best beard or mustache? Not very many of them have those. Actually, none of them do.
Tommy did in his Dino Thunder. He did. The only one I can remember.
Yeah. Didn't the Aquarian Rangers?
Weren't they underwater rangers? Well, that's because of their home planet.
Yeah. We're
I mean,
talking about a legitimate team of underwater rangers.
Yeah.
They'll all be like scuba divers or something. But I like the idea, though. At least it's different. You can take a nature Sentai or nature theme and just focus more on the ocean. Because normally what they do is they just focus on every aspect of animals.
Yeah.
Like there's always a lion, there's always some sort of bird, there's either a bear or a gorilla.
Or a shark.
Or a shark. We always get a shark. We don't get anything else. We don't get any other type of underwater life. We don't get a crab or a squid or anything. Always a shark.
Yeah. Ranges based on RPG classes. That'd be an interesting one. So you'd have the leader would always be the warrior or the knight.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
One of them the archer, one of them magician. Anime based ranges. So they get nothing done. They just sit at home in front of their laptops or their computers.
While they watch anime.
Yes.
Undersea Rangers fight kaijus that live in the sea. Yeah, exactly.
So the Kraken.
Pretty much. Ninja Storm had lobster and squid. Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I forgot. Wait, there was a lobster and a squid Zord? I don't even remember them.
I think probably thinking about Samurai. Samurai had
Yeah,
squid.
the samurais did. I don't remember Ninja Storm having them. Because the only Zords they had were the ones that they were given. Wasn't it? They only had 3 Zords.
Yeah.
And then the Thunder Rangers show up, and then there's 2 more. And at least 1 more Megazord. Swordfish blue, shark red, whale black.
Koi yellow, tuna pink.
That works.
Yeah.
Mystic Force almost did the RPG thing, but only concentrated on magic. Yeah, that's true.
And that's mainly because it was a magic-based show. They're all supposed to be magicians.
Oh, they did it in Ninja Steel. Okay. That makes sense. I forgot. I haven't watched very much of Ninja Steel. I've only watched 10 episodes of Ninja Steel, and I wish I hadn't. At this point, I would rather watch Ninja instead.
Yeah.
Might be just as bad, but I'd much prefer that. Also, what is this concept of Rangers shouldn't be hidden? We're going to be Rangers that are out in the open.
Yeah.
Freaking kind of idiotic logic is that?
When ninjas out in the open,
it's like screw hiding.
We've ignored the number 1 rule of ninjas: not to be seen. We are very clearly seen. As you can tell, there's a red one, there's a blue one, a yellow one, a one, and a white one. And this guy's a cowboy.
Yeah, we're not really hiding. Of course, granted, when it comes to Sentais and whatnot, considering they wear colorful uniforms, they're never hidden. But still, at least the other ones took it more seriously. It's like they're still ninjas. They're just brightly colored ninjas.
Yeah. And yes, Switch Point, nothing beats the terrible that is Super Mega Force. Nothing ever will.
Don't mention it. God damn it. No,
I have a video planned for that. I will get to work on that sometime soon. Failed.
They missed the most prime opportunity. It's freaking Power Rangers and pirates. How can you possibly screw that up? It's one of the most marketable things next to freaking ninjas for kids.
Yeah.
Come on. It's freaking pirates. You got a freaking Megazord that's a freaking pirate ship. Freaking idiots. Magnum red, Winchester blue, Colt green.
That could tie into a cowboy theme.
Yeah.
Having it gun themed as well.
Yeah.
Whereas
I know you want to know we were talking about warriors based on RPGs for Sentai. I think there was a Sentai that was in America that was like that. What was it? What was it called? God damn.
Mystic Knights? Was that it?
Mystic Knights of Tyrannog. Yeah.
Yeah, their attempt at doing their own.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, bought it was different. Toys.
It was original.
Yep. I bought the toys way back in the day. I'm that guy. I bought toys from other shows. I never bought a Beetleborg, but I bought one VR Trooper and I bought a lot of Mystic Knights over the years. King of Ninjas forgetting the number one ninja rule of not being seen. I'm sending a link to you on Twitter. You can share if you wish. Okay, hold on a second then. Entertain them while I go to Twitter.
Okay. Let's see.
Dun 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 dun.
What, the theme song to Mystic Knights, Maxo, or? I don't think I remember this Mystic Knights theme. I remember more of the Power Rangers themes because a lot of them were catchy.
That's not a picture. Rabbit, that's not a picture. That's a video. From Monty Python. I'll look at that later. Anyway, I'm going to figure out the other two colors. Theme song still stuck in my head. I barely remember it. I don't remember it. Oh, my mistake, Rabbit. My bad. I thought you said it was a picture, not a link. My bad.
Switch, just think of a color they haven't used.
Has there been a color that they've never used before?
Well, Q Rangers started using different ones.
Yeah.
So if whenever that eventually gets adapted to Power Rangers, it will have their first ever Orange Ranger.
Well, not entirely true. We did have an Orange Ranger in SPD, though he was fake.
Ah, yeah, true.
But he still had a uniform, so I'm still counting it. Gray
has been used. Dino Charge.
Brown? I don't know if brown's been.
Not really.
But brown's not a very good color.
Yeah.
It's kind of ugly looking. I don't think it would work well for a uniform. Rider Rangers based on metal, like iron and copper and gold. Yeah, that would work.
Smack. So we're talking about ones that are actually in Power Rangers, not in Sentai. I know about Battle Kozak from Battle Fever.
Olive? Isn't that technically green?
Yeah.
Kind of green. There was supposed to be a Brown Ranger and Samurai.
Yeah, that was that fan Ranger in Shinkenja.
See a Brown Ranger. Especially if he was always the one who's scared. We could say he at least brought his brown pants. This is true. He brought his brown pants today. I don't think Rangers get scared. At least not normally.
Except Doc. Doc from Gokaiger was scared.
Sometimes they get scared. Sometimes they're freaked. Depends. Okay. We're going to basically go with question time, guys. Give us some questions.
Yeah. Lemon Lime Ranger. It's green if it's dark, but when it's bright, he's yellow. Sprite Ranger.
Sprite Ranger. May or may not have had too much caffeine today. Maybe you have, Rabbit. Maybe you have.
Let's just have Ranger teams on like drinks. Red is going to be Coca-Cola.
Blue is going to be Pepsi.
Yep. Orange, Fanta. Yep. Yellow, Solo or Lift. Green, 7-Up or Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Definitely Mountain Dew because 7-Up is clear anyway.
Yeah.
Go with Mountain Dew. It's green.
Yep.
Well, it would definitely be highly marketable.
It would, yes.
Rangers theme on pro wrestling. A wrestling themed Power Ranger show would be pretty cool, actually.
It would be interesting.
Not just based on pro wrestlers, just like, just have them be based off of just wrestling as a whole.
Mm.
And then you can, they can all basically be like Japanese wrestlers or Mexican wrestlers, luchadors. They can all be luchador rangers.
Smaxo, you just want a John Cena Ranger, don't you?
Yep. So he can make more memes. That's what he wants.
Yep.
Is there a harem anime based around a girl being? Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? It's Japan. It probably exists.
Yeah, I know the harem anime you're referring to because Trip was the one who mentioned it before. And now I regret the fact that Trip mentioned it to me. I think Bandai should just start dubbing Sentai instead of Americanizing them.
Well, Bandai has no rights over it anymore.
Nope.
They're no longer partnered with Saban, so I mean they could try if they want to buy the rights and do it themselves, they could try. But well, I mean Shout Factory's doing it now.
Yeah.
Oh no, Shout Factory's doing
well,
it.
Well, he's talking about dubbing it, not
dubbing it. I don't know. Dubbing over the Japanese footage is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like they tried was it China had their own tokusatsu series, is it Army Heroes?
Yeah.
And the only things you can find on YouTube are English dubs. It's really bad.
Yep.
Yes, Max, so that's what it is, yes. Sword Art Online is an MMO harem anime.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's the reason why
I'm this one antisocial guy who gets all the women's. Why? Because I exist.
It's because he respects the women's.
He respects them and just... It's pretty much because he exists.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, he does nothing. He just saves them. It's just like, I want to have all of your babies.
But yet only have one baby. because
yes.
Yep.
Pretty much, yes. If Ray was an anime character, it'd be Kirito.
We already have him. He's from Gundam Seed. You have Kira and Kirito and Ray. Got a lot of them. There's many. The Zombie Apocalypse harem anime. Zombie High School. Yes.
Feminist Rangers.
No. Don't make any bad ideas, Switch. No.
They could be their own worst enemies. Well, they just as they finally like, you go girls, and one of them just goes, "Are you assuming my gender?"
And then they start punching each other.
Yes.
Or slap fighting each other instead, because they don't resort to violence. Except for the
true villain of our series is toxic masculinity.
Yep. All the villains are male. And straight. And white.
And the Rangers would just end up killing each other. Because
Yep.
we all know the rule, they always turn on each other.
Yep. And then in the end, the villains win.
Yes, the only series where the villains win.
The only time.
Yes.
Only time when but actually no, it turns out the villains weren't evil at all. They were actually the good guys the entire time.
Yes.
As a parody, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Like an animation team just doing it as a parody. That would be freaking hilarious. I'm pretty sure Nazi Rangers exist. Yep, they're all Nazis.
Should there finally be a main female Red Ranger Sentai, and how would you introduce it? I'd just introduce her the same as if I were to introduce a red male ranger. Just there.
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Like, why would we want to give that much attention to it? Would make it a bit obvious. That just like, look, she's a woman.
I'm pretty sure that if it was to be if they were to do that and they adapted it to the West, they'd make it a big deal though.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason why I'd like the idea, but I don't want it to happen right now because people would lose their proverbial shit. And yeah. I don't want that to happen.
It's like that's what they did with Doctor Who. It's like I knew it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, I think they were hinting at it even when. Oh, what was it? When Matt Smith was the Doctor.
Well, that's where they introduced the idea.
They were kind of
During
goofing
that
around.
saves doctor. Time Lords can change genders.
Yeah. When he's like seeing his hair, he's like, "Am I a woman or something?" It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not a woman.
And then when he gets a message from one of a possible survivor, he mentions that the Corsair, that's what it was called. He said the Corsair was a female in a couple of regenerations.
Yeah. Similar to Orochimusha worked. There are multiple ranger groups that are all against each other, but at the same time working towards the same goal. That would be very hard to do.
That's essentially the current season.
Yeah.
Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger. They're both rival teams working towards the same goal.
Okay. Ranger
Ranger
War.
War.
Wouldn't that be an awesome adaptation where all the Rangers are trying to
It
kill
would
each
just
other?
probably be ending up like the superhero.
Yeah. Probably be just like Kamen Rider Decade. You back? For a moment, you went silent, so I was concerned that something happened to you.
Yeah, I've been cutting out recently.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Could be the internet.
Yeah, it could be.
It happens.
But yeah.
The Sentai Musha game. Yes, I'd like that. Considering we already did it with Kamen Rider a few times, can we do that with Sentai now?
Yeah.
I'll import it. I don't care.
Still got to buy that recent Kamen Rider game for the PS4.
Is it the fighting one?
Yes. And it's subbed, which is good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
why didn't they do that with Bat Ride War?
I don't know.
God damn it. I would have loved that, because then it would be a really good way to introduce me more to Kamen Rider better.
Yeah, I think the main reason they subbed it is because they were releasing it in Southeast Asia as well.
Probably.
So I think it was what was it? I think it was like Thailand or Malaysia or Indonesia were getting it, so they had to sub it in English.
Yeah.
Transformers meets Super Sentai meets Kamen Rider. Do it now.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Best crossover ever. Everybody's childhood merged into one.
And halfway through the series, Red Prime Rider dies and gets replaced.
By an asshole.
Yes.
Because he got in the goddamn way again.
Yes. Damn you, Hot Rod.
Curse you, it's all your fault. Optimus is dead because of you. Sentai versus 80s Unicron would be the best thing ever. Yeah, it would. I hear someone say Malaysia. Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
What of it, Smaxo?
Smaxo's from there. That's why.
Oh, he's from Malaysia? Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, it would have been nice if Bat Ride War was translated and subtitled.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to play those games, but it's just...
you know what? I'm still going to buy that one anyway, just because I want to.
Yeah.
When I can find it for an affordable price, I'm going to buy it and play it.
At least humans would be more useful. Yeah. Yes, humans would be more useful if it was Transformers meets Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Because the current films, humans are idiots.
Uh-huh. They are.
Yeah, it's just... hey, the Decepticons destroyed everything. Let's hate every Transformer. Why?
Just because.
Because the plot, because you run out of ideas. If Sentai went psychological horror.
Could they really do that?
They wouldn't, considering they have to market it for kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, it'd be an interesting idea. It'd probably be something along similar to Amazon's.
Yeah. Gotcha Man meets Jetman. Best crossover movie ever. Why not? Kept taking kids into the dangerous situations. They can't do anything. Super Robot Rangers. All Rangers are based on Super Robot series. Everyone's just coming up with new ideas. They're not even coming up with questions. They're just like, we're just going to throw out random ideas and see what everybody...
Toei, hire us.
Toei, do it. Hire us. we've got an entire team of people with ideas. Some of the ideas won't work for marketing, but some probably will.
Do them anyway. Make them parodies.
Yep.
Take the Amazon route and just make them gritty.
Yep.
And do it well.
Yeah.
Just don't have season 2 end anticlimactically.
Pay
Which
us.
really annoyed me.
They can pay me in props.
Yes.
They can pay me in props, a little bit of currency, and all of the free swag and merch I can get. That would be the currency I expect. I want all the SH figures and stuff that I could possibly get.
Yes.
The morphers, all that stuff. Even from old ones.
Yeah. Only demand, hurry up and give Kiva an SH figure arts.
Damn, skip it. Maybe that's because he wasn't very marketable.
Yeah, true.
Maybe that's why. That's unfortunate though. He should. He has a cool design, so there's certain designs that I've seen from Counter. I'm like, I don't like that one. That one looks kind of stupid. Forze being one, I was like, I don't like that design. It looks really stupid. I don't like that one. I don't like Decade's okay, but I don't like it as much. Especially the second rider just looks weird.
Yeah.
And then with X8, I'm like, what the freaking hell were they smoking when they made this design? I don't understand. What is your favorite morpher? I have a tie. I think my favorite morphers are the sunglass morphers from Jungle Fury, and probably the Power Rangers in Space morpher. I like that one.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites anyway.
Yeah, my favorites. What would I choose my favorites?
Of course, I guess you could also include the Mighty Morphin morphers too, but
yeah, I do like those ones.
That's the generic answer. That's what everyone expects me to say.
Yeah,
it's like, what's your favorite Power Rangers theme song? It's like, is it Mighty Morphin? Is the Mighty Morphin one? It's like, kinda. It's classic. Yeah. I'm not gonna say no to it, but my favorite, kinda.
Yeah. I did like the Wild Force morphers. That's because I really liked Wild Force, so.
Yeah. What is my least favorite morpher that made you think it was stupid? I don't know. A hamburger morpher sounds pretty stupid. If we're talking Power Rangers morphers, well, people did mention it earlier. They didn't like the fact that magic wands were cell phones.
Yeah.
Mystic Force, that's kind of stupid. I kind of agree with it. No, they don't. They don't look that dumb. At least they're different. They're solar morphers. They need to be that. It makes sense. They're powered by the sun.
Yeah. But I was just say Samurai's phone morphers as well. Because the Sentai footage was they were a phone and a brush, so it made sense for the whole samurai theme. But for this one, they just kept them in phone mode the whole time.
Yep. Well, it's because
so it's made no sense why they were brushing symbols. With a phone.
Yeah, it's really weird. But they lack originality.
Yeah,
cell phone morphers are generic.
It's an easy. Yeah.
Although
it's the easiest ones.
I do kind of like the SPD morpher.
Yeah.
That's more or less.
Yeah.
It's not a cell phone, really. It's a communication device. Yeah. It looks kind of cell phone-esque, but it's more or less a badge. Considering that's also how they judge people of being guilty or innocent. It's not really a phone. They were all cell phones, man. Sounds like one of the devs was watching a bit too much Future Diary at the time. Maybe they were. I don't really know of any other morphers that I don't really technically like very much. The one more of the current morphers I've not been a fan of because they just, of course, it's been a problem just with all the weapons and stuff in general because they all look too toy-like.
Yeah.
It's just like this
obvious
is
reasons.
they all look. It looks like they went to the toy section or they went to the toy company and just picked up the props and took them with them.
Yeah.
And it's like toy compared to weapon that they actually use in show. Please.
Yeah. Has there been a USB morpher yet? No. But in Kamen Rider, Double did use USB-like devices.
Yes, they did. Two different, and some people had two. Double had two of them because they're two different people in one body.
Yes,
I like that.
An interesting one. That'd be an interesting one for Kamen Rider. Just if you want it technology based, using like memory cards and USBs to transform.
That'd be cool. Bring it back, just like with Double.
Yes.
Another more for like the double belt. I like that.
Yes.
Of course, I like that Kamen Rider has stuck with belts as their morphers from pretty much all the shows.
Yes.
I like that. It's like
then Drive turned up and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna actually mainly use it with our wrist. We have a belt, but does it actually really do the transforming? Yeah.
Not really. Nope. It's the wrist device that's very obvious and in the way. Split what? And then that guy split one guy in half, so we get Kamen Rider Cyclone, and Joker. Previous comment. I like the guns from Q Ranger. They're kind of cool.
Yeah. It was unique. It was different.
Weird
that they had to dance.
Yeah, I liked it in the Sentai, though. That's goofy, and I like that.
Yeah,
I thought
that was the whole
funny.
point.
It's better than in Dino Charge. They just kind of just stand there and do it most of the time. And it's like, hey, at least they do a fun little dance in the Sentai. It's like, do. I'm just going to clarify now. The last Sentai Kamen Rider Power Ranger show I've watched was Mighty Morphin series back when I was 5 to 7 years old.
That's pretty much everyone's. Yep. Almost everyone's.
Go back to Netflix, Rabbit.
Yes.
Go watch some more Power Rangers.
And considering that's all they ever market now.
Yeah, screw with them. Mighty Morphin is not as good as everybody says it is.
It's how I always say it is Mighty Morphin is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 Phantom Blood of Power Rangers. Outside of nostalgia, it's not actually a solid series.
Yeah.
And there have been better ones.
It's a morph shot before charging. Yeah. I like Mighty Morphin. I like the suits. I like the show, and there are some good episodes.
Yeah.
But overall, it's very stereotypical. It's very dated. It hasn't aged well.
Considering Sabat made better ones after it.
Yeah. It hasn't aged well in comparison to the others.
Yes, Max. So, yeah. Mighty Morphin doesn't have Speedwagon. It would have been proved.
It would have been the best one ever.
It would have. You would have had someone who was narrating every episode.
Yep.
It's like, oh, they are morphing now. They're now hitting the thing with their weapons. The monster is now transformed into a bigger monster.
Would I collaborate with Linkara on a Ranger Talk? Probably, but he probably wouldn't like me. Because
I haven't watched. Yeah.
The thing that some people probably don't know about Linkara and whatnot, he's kind of an SJW to an extent. He's had interviews in the past where he said some things that are a bit questionable. And also, for some reason, he hates Frank Miller with a burning passion.
Mm.
I've never watched one episode of his where he actually gives Frank Miller the credit that he deserves.
Yeah.
Most of it
never got into Linkara. Because
he did that whole thing with doing the Miller time where he just would make fun of Frank Miller's worst work. He's never done one with a positive spin. Of course, granted, I know his entire show is about bad books, but he's done average books. He's done books that are decent. So it's like if someone paid him enough Patreon dollars, he'd probably do it.
Yeah, I never watched any of Linkara's videos.
I think so. I think it's fun and it's entertaining. It's goofy, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like old school YouTube back in the day when that's what most of the reviewers did. Like, because it was him, the angry video game nerd, and nostalgia critic, and they all had very similar style of creating reviews and whatnot with plot points for no reason and weird shit happening,
Yeah.
magic guns and weird shit. Like, is this a review show or are you trying to be some sort of comedy parody thing?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, the reviews are normally solid, but at the same time, it's like, is this really necessary? Do we need to do this right now? The thing about Lion Curry, he can be informative. Yeah, that's true. He's very knowledgeable about his topics. That is very
Yes.
true.
More than comics explained.
Definitely more. I like it that because the one thing he's always done is he always does background, like explaining some of the behind the scenes stuff, which is always good. It's probably 80% just a character personality rather than his own. So he's trying to entertain first and foremost. Yeah. When I was talking about the SJW stuff that he's talked about and whatnot, he wasn't in character when he did that. So he was doing he was talking with the nostalgia critic about it, and they weren't doing character bits. They were actually just sitting down and talking about comics. So what do you think about Gundam build drivers or divers? My bad. I saw the preview. It's fine. I'm gonna wait until the show actually shows up before I give my final judgment. I like some of the mechs, some of the Gundam designs though. Space Knight Tekkaman into Tokusatsu show. I don't know. Maybe. I don't even remember what Space Knight Tekkaman is.
Yeah. What color is best color for a Six Ranger? Why? And should a team be no more than six Rangers? Best color? I don't know.
Uh,
Is gold? Gold has been a recent one that's been used a lot.
yeah. Well, they like to use gold a lot.
It's either gold, silver, anything that isn't any of the primaries usually.
Yeah.
And should a team be no more than six Rangers? For a Sentai, they have enough episodes if they want a big team to flesh out character development. For a Power Rangers series, no, because you have 20 episodes.
Yep.
So six would be good for a Power Rangers episode.
It's what plagued Dino Charge. They had too many Rangers in it.
Yeah.
And then most of them were just relegated to side characters. Or cameo appearances. Then they barely said or did anything. I mean, at least the sixth Ranger that they started with was a good start. It's like, I liked Ivan. He's cool. He's probably one of the few Ranger characters I actually liked in that show.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was funny. I like the actor. But also, I just liked his uniform overall. I just liked his better.
Yeah.
All the other uniforms are just weirdly designed. I don't like it. Sometimes asymmetrical designs look stupid. I don't like them sometimes. How bad do you think 4Kids created Dub Sentai show would be if they haven't already done one already? Didn't we already talk about this? They did an Ultraman one.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, 4Kids did an Ultraman one, and apparently, according to the chat, it was bad. So there you go.
They would just remove every weapon ever.
Yep, probably.
So if they used guns, if they adapted Kyoryuger, they would not be using guns to transform.
Yep, they would use something else. And then all those Energem stuff would be completely pointless.
Yeah. They would just hold out a gem, and that would be what they use to transform.
What do you think of a few American Rangers? I don't understand the question, Trip. Be specific. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Are we talking about like people who played Power Rangers or for every major country? They did that years ago,
Yes,
decades and decades ago. And the uniforms look terrible.
because it's a different time back then.
Yeah. It was what, back in the 60s?
Yeah.
Way, way, way back in its infancy before there was giant robots.
Before they had an actual proper budget.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? I think that the female ranger was the American one.
Yes.
And then there was a Russian one, a Japanese one. And in Africa.
And
yeah.
France.
Yeah, if you thought that, G Gundam was kind of racially stereotyping people, just watch clips of that. Then you can see some more racial stereotyping.
Just watch Battle Fever.
America made additions to Power Rangers?
Oh, so the American exclusive. So like the Spirit Rangers and Jungle Fury.
Oh. Ones that are specific to that. Well, I guess the Spirit Rangers are pretty cool.
Yeah.
From Jungle Fury. But I can't really think of very many others that were exclusive to the...
Lightspeed Rescue. Silver Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Titanium.
Titanium, he was exclusive.
Yeah, he was. He's a really cool character, though.
Mm. Well, he had one of the most interesting... He had an interesting backstory, so...
Yeah. Titanium Ranger. And well, that was a thing. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why they did that. That was just bizarre with the furry suits.
Yeah, from the source material.
What the freaking hell?
It's like, let's turn into animals. It's like, okay.
Why would you do that? You're already in Ranger form. You're saying that this is your highest elevated form? If that's the case, I don't want to reach my highest elevated form of animal spirits. I don't want to look like a weird, creepy, furry creature. In the Sentai series where the Rangers were based off of creatures from the legends of the tailed beasts.
Don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, Japan would probably do that, but I don't think they've done that so far. That's true. Titanium. We don't have a budget for him, so he disappears for most of the season. This is true. He does. Yep. He went away.
Same with Super Mega Force. They didn't even have a budget for his face visor. It was completely blank. Wasn't there.
Phantom Rangers don't count.
Yeah, he was VRV Master and Car Ranger.
I don't know.
I think that there hasn't been a lot of editions, American-made editions. It's only Titanium and Spirit are the main two.
I think the
A Squad.
Yeah, A Squad. The cat in SPD or cat from SPD transformed once. I don't think
that she already had a Sentai equivalent.
Oh, she did? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
It was actually a swan. Yeah. It was, I think same thing. It was just for like one episode.
Oh. I just had the best idea. A Sentai series where the Rangers' outfits are just colored stormtroopers.
So they'll never hit the enemies.
Couldn't hit the broadside of the boat.
They can't hit anything.
That I'm joking that you don't know. Yeah, well, I know you're joking because, you know what? As I would love to see somebody cosplay do that. Just do like a team of stormtroopers just in all Power Ranger colors. Damn it, Shockmaster Power Ranger. Any old school wrestling fans get the reference. I like wrestling, but I don't get that reference. Goddamn. Don't know that one. I don't know how old of a wrestler old school of a wrestler I am, so.
Which I did like that. Adam got a new morphing sequence in Operation Overdrive. It's probably the only good 2 episodes of that season.
Yeah.
the 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 legacy Once a Ranger
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, the rest of it was shit. Actually,
Yes, the
I've
rest of it
not
was terrible.
watched Operation Overdrive very much. I've seen like a couple episodes. I'm like, I don't really like this.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty boring.
I know
The rest
that
was annoying.
I know once I'm probably gonna go back and I'm gonna watch it just so that I can have a more objective opinion on it.
Hmm.
But what I want to do is I'd like to take all the Power Ranger seasons and then rank them.
Yeah,
From well, not rank from like worst to best or anything, but just like go periodically through the timetable and say grade every single one of them.
yeah. It's like RPM. Like a lot of people like to overhype RPM,
Yep.
and I'm just like, it's okay. Like, it wasn't a bad series. It was different, but everyone likes to say, "Oh, RPM is like one of the best." I'm just like, is it really?
Is it truly the greatest ever?
Yeah.
Is it truly better than all the others?
If
Okay.
it's better than Turbo, yes.
Well, yes. But a lot of things are better than Turbo and Alien Ranger.
Yes,
SPD?
which SPD is.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. I love the uniforms. I like the show. I like pretty much everything about it. Okay. I'm gonna say we're gonna stream for about another 9 minutes or
Yeah, we'll
so.
make it a solid
4 hours.
4 hours. Car Ranger was better than Turbo. Yes.
Agreed. Okay, final questions. Go.
I got one. Which would you prefer for a? Did you prefer the Sentai series more or the Power Rangers series more,
I grew
depending on
up
the series?
I grew up more with Power Rangers than Sentai.
Hmm.
So I'd probably go Power Rangers because
Yeah.
what I've preferred to watch Sentai's on. It's
Yeah.
all the time I have to play with you. But
Smack Sentai. Okay.
I mean, I'd like to go and watch some of the Sentai shows that have not been adapted.
Yeah.
Like I said, once Shout Factory starts adapting more of them, especially the ones that they've skipped currently, I like to watch those just to see how good.
Yeah.
Do I like my toast buttery? What are you, new here? It's toast. It's kind of pointless without butter. Switch, come on. What kind of question
Uh,
is that? I don't like dry toast, that's for sure. Dry toast isn't fun at all.
yes, Max. So I agree. I kind of agree with you there. Yeah, I grew up with Power Rangers, but prefer Sentai. Usually depends on the series. So like if you sat me down and forced me to choose between Bokenja and Operation Overdrive, I haven't watched Bokenja, but I would probably prefer Bokenja.
Do you like pina coladas? Go dancing in the rain.
Open question: do you like big butts and you cannot lie? Yes.
The booty.
As long as it's right kind of thickness, not overly obese, could crush me to death thickness. Like, has to be good thickness. So,
I don't know. When it comes to the ladies and whatnot, for some reason, hair is the thing that I'm the most attracted to for some reason.
okay.
That and maybe boobs. I don't know.
Oh, well.
I did an entire video where we discussed nothing but boobs for about an hour during a stream of me playing Digimon. So, of course, granted, I blame the chat for that because they wouldn't shut up about it. Anyway, any other questions? Joke questions? Take your shots. I
Rabbit
will.
wants you to check your inbox.
What? What? Why should I check my
Rabbit
inbox?
wants you to check your Twitter inbox. Or a leg man.
I'll have to share this with you later.
Okay.
Because this is like the weirdest mashup I've ever seen.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's hilarious nonetheless. Are there any others? I don't know.
Switch point. As long as she's a woman, that's okay. As long as they can tolerate me.
And maybe boobs. Nightwolf 2018. Yep, that's me for 2018. Congratulate me. Do I like Huey Lewis and the news? I hate news. News is irritating.
Does Futa count? No. No switch point. Does not count.
Kyoko. I have no idea what's going on in the chat now. I'm completely lost. I blame Rabbit because he sent me a weird photo. It's all his fault. I blame him. Maybe they're just out of questions.
Maybe. Let's see.
They're probably out of serious questions. Now it's just evolved into silly questions.
Yeah. Send us just silly questions.
Sure. Bring on the silly questions. We like those too. I will eagerly await your response. Oh, Nero's rabbit. It's easy. We'll just say, my ammo con, my anaconda don't want none unless you got guns, hon. Probably. I don't know. Okay. The silliness is getting. I'm referencing the boob stream. Yes, you are. I did bring it up. And I also can blame you for it because you're the one who derailed that stream to that level of degeneracy. It's all your fault. Check my Twitter inbox. I'm not going to check it, Switch. I'm not going to. I don't trust you now. I'm concerned now. I'm going to hate this, aren't I?
Probably.
I'm probably going to hate this, and then I'm going to kill Switch.
Bouncy boobs are bouncy. Very good logic there. Good logic. Yes.
It's a video. I'll have to watch it later.
It's G-rated. Sure.
How does Super Robot Wars X look like to you? I haven't seen much, so I can't say anything. Last question, Black RX versus Decade. No bullshit match. Who will win? I don't understand what the bullshit match means exactly, but are you saying that we're not allowed to time travel?
I don't know. Let's see.
It's a complex question. I don't know. Black RX. I'm going to go Black RX because I don't like Decade very much.
Yeah, no one likes Decade. Decade would just pull a lot of powers just to win.
Which isn't fair at all.
Yes. But Black RX actually being a fighter for longer, I'd probably go Black RX.
The match has no bullshit like the Decade pulled in the movie. Probably in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or pulls in every episode. I suddenly have all knowledge of this world.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because then he probably would be.
I know how to speak this alien language.
Yeah, because then he'd be able to beat RX.
Yeah.
You know how to beat him.
Is Chris in the Discord? I have Discord, but I haven't done anything with it. I only just made one yesterday.
So, Switch, you should probably send Chris an invite.
Yes.
Yeah, you can give him an invite later. I'm sure Chris would love to hang out with everybody.
Yes.
So, guys, got Discord. Can I join? No, you're not allowed.
No.
You're
we already have one.
We have Chris. We don't need you.
It's a no smack. It's a no smack so's club. We're allowed to have one.
Actually, surprisingly enough, I don't think we've reached the 4-hour mark yet.
See, 12
The
on
stream hasn't.
3.
Yeah, we're still at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I got cookies. No, you do not have cookies. I
You
don't
can-
believe you.
Leave them outside the door. Take the cookies.
And then you can leave.
You can leave, yes.
Be gone. I'm kidding, of course.
You can join if you want.
You need to get in touch with Switchpoint on Twitter and whatnot, and he can send you an invite. If you want to be a part of his Discord anyway. Best Kamen Rider fight?
Fighter.
Fighter?
Oh, I don't know.
You mean basically the one who's the most badass out of all of them? And who could probably whoop everyone's ass? I don't know. That's a good question.
So Ichigo? The original?
Yeah. I go with him, considering his other alter ego can destroy planets.
Yeah.
I go Ichigo. You could turn any fictional world into a D&D-like game, which one would it be? Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
I don't think that anyone's done a Kamen Rider one.
No.
Yep. My joke is Ichigo because he's Sagata Senshiro. Exactly. Oh, you sent an invite to Chris? Good.
Send one to you for me.
What? Why are you sending it to me? You telling me that you don't have him?
It's not a surprise. Not everyone has me.
Yeah. Nobody knows who you are. He is the true enigma.
I'm the new enigma. Don't have Chris on Twitter. Just look through Nightwolf's follows and I should be there. It's just Chris in the same photo that I'm using right now for the stream.
I can hold on. I can try. Copy link address, and then I'll send it to Chris.
If you two had to live in a horror series, which would it be? Oh, I don't know. Horror series to live in.
I don't want to. I don't know if the link will work, but it's there.
Horror series, maybe. Since we have time, weakest Kamen Rider, and is it Shin? Technically, no.
Which Kamen Rider?
I think it would be Rider Man.
I don't know.
I
don't know who Shin is.
Shin is that movie one where he didn't look like a rider at all, just looked like a kaiju.
Oh,
like a grasshopper man.
So very similar to Amazon.
Kind of, yeah, but it was more like detailed. But weakest Kamen Rider, I think technically it's actually Rider Man. I think Rider Man has the weakest stats among all of them. Despite the fact that he's one of the legendary 7.
Yep. Other than that, I don't know, because I don't know enough about Kamen Rider to say who's best, who's worst, who's the stupidest.
Who's strongest? Who's strongest? Is it Kota before they nerfed his god powers? Which they always do. It's just like, he has god powers. Why can't he just come here and fix everything? But he doesn't, because they nerfed it.
Yep, exactly.
Because Toei doesn't understand how continuity works most of the time.
You can make your own Toku. What would it be? I'm working on it, Switch. I'm not going to spoil it. I need to work on it more. Oh, not a Kamen Rider or Power Ranger?
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
I'd do something more like Garo. So, Knights.
Yeah. Don't steal my idea. It's what my idea is, damn it. Actually, I've already showed a picture of the Rider-esque character before, so people have seen him.
Yeah.
And I have to credit Nerd Wonder for giving me the idea to change the design a bit. Because I showed the design and she's like, it looks like a lion with big, like, robot wing things on it. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's going to be a lion, why not just go full force and kind of give it a little bit like the Daishi looked.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Just like put fur on it. And remove the weird, very large ears. Because they didn't look like they would work. Gaia Night Excellion. That's my Toku. Okay. I have no idea what that is, so...
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Good for you.
It better have a main.
It does! That's the point! I've just said... Well, not only is it themed after knights, but also most of the forms for the rider are going to be animal related. So yes, the lion has a mane. Because reasons.
So a bit like O's. Just the animal themes.
Animal theme and kind of animal mixed with knight. I guess. Is there a horse? I think I'm going to make the bike a horse.
I mean,
now you know.
Self-explanatory there.
Considering that it is a knight, sort of, it might as well have a horse that it rides. It's not an actual horse. I was thinking of kind of like one of the Power Rangers seasons, they had the motorcycles where they had horse heads.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing that, but I was going to make the bike sentient and actually be a horse. So yes, I'm stealing from Durarara. So shut up. Only my bike actually looks like a horse.
Has bike form and horse form.
No. No horse
form. It literally runs on horsepower.
Literal horsepower.
Yes.
How much horsepower should I have? Should I have 6 horsepower?
It's just the one horse, so it's
one horsepower. I could probably make a joke about that.
Yes.
So, horse, could you name it Tombi or Funushiki? I can't pronounce those, so probably not. So, Link's motorcycle from Breath of the Wild. Yes!
Yep.
Pretty much. Name the horse Slyfrin. I don't know what Smaxo is referencing, so...
Smaxo knows more stuff than us.
Clearly! He's very knowledgeable on these topics, and I don't know what to say. So I'm a bit lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the horse will have a name yet. It probably will. I just haven't come up with one yet. And considering it's going to probably be an interdimensional robotic horse and not an actual living one. So there's that.
So Steve?
No. I don't think Steve's a very good horse name. I don't know what I'm going to name it. I might name it Black Beauty for all I know.
I get that reference, Rabbit.
No, name it Biggest Dickus. Horses trust each other. They are more powerful.
You trying to say that friendship is magic?
I think that's what he's getting at.
I think so. He was asking if you would make a pony reference.
Would I make a friendship is magic reference? Probably not, because it's not my wheelhouse. I wouldn't even know where to go with that one.
If you have a kid Kamen Rider, and if it's a girl, just have a pony.
And the pony is a tricycle.
Yes. So you're trying to say it's a disabled pony?
No, it just has 3 wheels. What? Little kids can't ride normal bikes, so it has to be either with training wheels or a tricycle.
Not with that attitude.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea, just for like some sort of kid who really admires the character and whatnot, dresses up like him.
Yeah. So like a wannabe, like a fan.
Like, yeah, fan rider. I was thinking of doing stuff like that because that would be fun. Just kid.
Beat Kid Rider.
Best
Ranger.
Kid Ranger. None. They all suck. Then there's only one. Chris, it's called handy capable.
Sorry, fine. I'll use the technical term.
Yeah, the word retarded doesn't mean any is a bad word, so we call mentally handicapped. Ko is the best Kid Ranger.
Didn't you say he was a pervert?
Well, at least he has a personality, I guess.
Yes. More of a personality than Justin in Turbo.
Yes. Well, that's the only Kid Ranger I know, so I don't know very much from Dire.
So Special Rangers.
Yes. There you go, Special Rangers. I have given away probably more information about my project than I want to. Of course, most of them, they're just people giving me ideas, so I guess I'm fine with that. I like this idea for the kid, so.
I mean, you can say Guy's a Kid Ranger. Maybe? Are we talking about Guy from Gokaiger? He definitely acts like one, but...
Wait, we're getting into pervert talks? Okay, then which Ranger has the best butt?
That's a weird territory, because we got to remember, a lot of the female Rangers in suits are actually dudes. So that's just weird. You could just say that Pink Ranger has the best butt, and then it's actually a male suit actor.
So I'm not going to touch that one.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking about them when they're out of uniform. Then we could talk about it.
Yes.
It depends
out of uniform, Kimberly. Kimberly was Girl Crush.
Of course.
Special Rangers have handicap parking. Is that for their Zords?
Probably. How many male Sentais were made female?
Zord just parked outside and in front of a disabled parking.
How many male Sentais were made female in translations? Too many?
A few.
Almost all of them?
Mighty Morphin. Lost Galaxy. Lightspeed Rescue. Time Force. Wild Force. I think that's when they stopped. Yeah, I think the end of the first Saban era is when they stopped, I think.
Yeah.
Because it just made no sense. It's just like why is that woman suddenly flat chested? And I think I see a bulge. And has masculine shoulders.
Yep, talk about sexually confusing children.
Yes. I mean, with Trini, it was just she was tomboyish, so they kind of got away with that.
Yeah. Didn't get away with it very much with Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's like you can't get
You had the most attractive woman there playing a character that was actually a guy.
Yeah, it don't work. At all. Am I the only one who wants a parody Rangers series where they're trying to stop Yogi Bear at Jellystone Park? You're the only one.
Yes.
You're the only one, Rabbit. Well, I mean, compare with me and Chris. I don't know if the rest of the chat is interested in that. They might. Who knows? Maybe they'll be down for it. Me, not so much. I'm a bit confused.
If Boom Studios wants to make a comic about that, go right ahead.
Considering that they've made some very successful Power Rangers related comics, they could probably succeed.
And next month is the first event.
Oh, really?
Shattered Grid, where every Power Ranger that's existed is teaming up.
They're actually doing more. I mean, I like Mighty Morphin, but I'd like them to explore other Rangers.
Yeah. Well, this is what Shattered Grid is doing. They're exploring the other Rangers and giving them the spotlight.
Does that mean that we have a possibility to have other Ranger teams?
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, even if you were just doing mini-series of each one, I would go for that.
Yeah. Well, I think not sure. I don't think they've got a lot of details out. They've only released what the main comics are for the main story, which is the two current ones, Mighty Morphin and Go-Go Power Rangers. But from covers and other details, a lot of the other series are going to have more of a focus during this event.
Will that screw over the timeline even further?
I don't know. Well, it's gonna focus on the that new ranger they created in the comics, that Lord Drakon, that evil Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Like his plans coming to fruition.
He is a cool looking enemy.
Yeah. So it's gonna focus on him, and then it's gonna involve all the different Power Ranger teams. I don't know, it's just throughout history or possibly different timelines.
Yeah.
Because they also someone when they released a picture of it, they also included Q Ranger, like one of the Q Rangers in there, despite the fact it's not even adapted yet. Hopefully, after this, they should kind of just have a break with Mighty Morphin.
Probably.
Just transit to a different series. Just go to Zeo, the next one, or I'd like to see an SPD comic.
Yeah. Possible doing a comic adaptation based on Hyperforce, the D&D game. Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Hyperforce doesn't get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly because they stream at a time where their main audience isn't usually there.
Yeah.
I think they stream at a later time.
I would really be interested to play that, though.
Yeah.
Now, if only they would do a Kamen Rider variant. Or somebody take those ideas from the Power Rangers variant and then just turn it into a Kamen Rider one. Although I guess it works better in Sentai form because it's teamwork.
The team, yeah.
And Riders don't normally have very many options. There's normally only a few of them.
There's your Rookie or Gaim.
The few exceptions to the rule.
Yes.
Where there's more than two. When there's more than two.
Yes.
Anyway. But if it's coming out later this year, that's pretty cool. I might go out and buy that.
Yeah.
I would definitely be interested in doing that. Although I already have other D&D projects I'm supposed to be working on with Trip, so there's that.
Yeah, I've got one with a friend as well. He's trying to make a JoJo one. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dungeons are escapable.
We're doing an anime campaign one where our power is based on a random word.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fun. I liked that idea way better than standard typical D&D. I'm like, D&D is fun and all, I guess. It'd be kind of neat, but I like this idea better.
Yeah.
Because then I get to play around with anime tropes and be silly. Always fighting each other. And this, have either of you played Chroma Squad? I haven't played that yet.
No, I haven't.
That's that strategy RPG that's basically a live set for Power Rangers.
Ah, okay.
I know what it is. I've seen it before. I just haven't played it.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be fun.
Yeah.
I would probably name all my Rangers after my friends. And Rabbit would definitely be one of them. I'll make Trip the Pink Ranger just to piss him off.
Rabbit will have to be the mentor because Rabbit Sensei.
I don't know if they allow for a mentor character.
There has to be. So.
No, I know.
Or if it's the extra ranger.
Yes.
Or the 6th ranger.
I'll make him the 6th. What ranger would you be? You'd be one of the monsters. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You'd be the comic relief monster.
Comic relief monster. Yay! Make you the Alpha 5.
Alpha 5.
New LP possibly Wolf. Also, would you make me the white one because I'm a white rabbit? It's because you're white, isn't it? Probably. If I were to hazard a guess, it'd probably be that. I should probably check and see how much Chroma Squad costs on Steam. Yeah. I know it doesn't cost much, but I would love to play that.
Yeah. Have you played a little bit of that Legacy game for Power Rangers?
Not really. I was thinking of playing around with it since we were talking about it earlier today. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. It's all right, but it's a lot. kind of gets repetitive after a while.
Yeah.
When you're trying to focus all your time trying to get like gems and crystals.
So you can get the Rangers that you would like to play with? Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I'd like to have a Green Ranger. I probably will never have a green Tommy Ranger. Although I'd be quite fine if you just give me the Silver Ranger from space. Because Zane's one of my favorites. So I'd be completely fine with him. Or give me Casey from Jungle Fury.
Yeah.
And RJ.
And also, there's no point to like trying to get the others if you already have a team that's good.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather be the monster.
You mean the problem with all these mobile games? Yes, exactly.
Yes. And it's unfortunate that that other Power Ranger game that they released isn't very good either. Because it looks like it has problem with hitboxes, and for a beat 'em up, that's not a good thing. I already put too much into FE Heroes. Then don't. Grind or spend your actual monies. Yeah, exactly. I actually don't spend very much on the mobile games I have. On my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links game, I haven't spent $1. And I still play around with decks and have fun. I still have entertainment. I haven't been very overly competitive in the game, but I just play around. And I've spent some money on Fire Emblem Heroes and on Grand Order. Team of the same Ranger. You mean the same colors? Like all red? Or all...
Pretty much.
You could do that in that game.
Essentially, yeah. My team is just based off it's just Jason.
Yeah.
Because he has both close and long range moves, so
yeah,
no point of going with anyone else.
No, they're all named Bob. And all my Rangers will be named Bob.
Yes, this is Red Bob and Blue Bob.
Now the Rangers face their greatest threat, a white, able-bodied straight male. With what will they do?
Yell Nazi.
Yep. And then you will be defeated.
Yes.
That's all it takes. Oh, gosh. What have we done?
Yeah.
Bob the Builder, Bob the Baker, Bob the Clown. Our audience is silly.
As long as it's original Bob the Builder, not animated one.
Yes. He must be the original Bob and nothing.
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bow?
Bow.
I don't know. Sideshow Bob.
Don't worry, Smax. I knew what you were saying.
But yeah, I should probably check into that game, and then I'll probably just make my team. I will have to pick my friends, probably. But for the Ranger team, it would probably end up being my closest friends. So there's that. Or at least my closest YouTube friends, at the very least. But then I'll feel as though I'm leaving people out. And then people will get jealous.
Just alternate.
Yep. Alternate team members. They die. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. That might actually be a good idea if one of the characters actually dies during the fight. They just trade them out for somebody else to replace them.
It'd be actual Power Rangers.
There you go.
Like with Lost Galaxy. Kendrick's got replaced.
I don't think I'll be able to live stream the game, Switch. This computer can barely stream Hangouts, let alone a game. You can see Trip being blue. I did with XCOM. Let people who comment be turned into characters. Yeah, that's true. Oh no, blue dies. Get a new blue. Yep. So, okay, so I have a white ranger and I have a blue one. Okay, good to know. I still need a red. I need a red ranger. Who volunteers? I think if we're going to have female rangers, I think I already know who I'm picking, so. Oh no, red dies. Find a new red. Exactly.
Pretty much. Unless it's Sentai and it's just it's the sixth range. It's just like, okay, let's not replace them. Dragon Ranger, you're dead. Time Fight, you're dead. Abari Killer, you're dead.
Trip would either be blue or purple. You know, considering Trip does like purple, I'd probably make him purple. XCOM, I wound up dying on the third mission. I feel so sorry for you. Rabbit actually managed to keep most of his teammates alive. Yes, Commander North, the stream is still going. I was trying to reach the 4-hour mark, but I don't know if I've reached it or not.
About another half an hour.
Another half hour, dear God.
Yes.
So, questions, thoughts, comments. I still need a Red Ranger for the Chroma Squad. I still need them. They're important. A Red Ranger is very integral to a Sentai team. Who's volunteering?
Yes, the red is the leader. Need a leader.
Yes. I could just pick Doug. Can I pick Doug? I don't know. I don't know if I'd pick Doug. Captain Frugal. Let's go with Captain Frugal.
Well, he's a captain, so.
I believe in you on the 4-hour mark. Read my last comment. Should have me be the commander. So the only unit that died in my LP of XCOM was the ones scripted to die. Yes, because Rabbit is a pro. He knows what he's doing. If you played Digimon Cyber Sleuth, you can make a Kamen Rider team. I believe that. There's a lot of Digimon that look very Kamen Rider-like. I have to be the leader? The last one you sent? I read that one. I don't know. God damn it. I thought I read this one about Trip, didn't I? I could see Trip being blue. Also, you could always do what I did with a... Yeah, I did read that, where I pick people who comment get to be units in the game. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Justimon is based on Rider Man. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He's very obviously related to Sentai or Tokusatsu because he looks like it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could be the Red Ranger, but if I die, then what will happen?
Then we get Captain Frugal.
No, the series would be over because Red Ranger dies. Without a leader, the team will fall apart and everyone else will die. He even has scarf. Yes, he does. It's a very lovely scarf too.
No, we'll have Frugal will be the mentor. He'll be the mentor of the series.
Yeah. If you can have a mentor figure, that's what he will be.
Yes.
Either him or Doug. I don't know.
Him or Doug.
I mean, Rabbit's idea to make it to have people added in, that would be okay too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would depend on like what I have to do. Because it's basically you're like your own startup company or studio, and then you basically have nothing but cardboard for tools and weapons.
Yeah.
And stuff. Uniforms are shit and everything. Don't even have a giant robot. You have to earn it. As long as you get a sword as your weapon, you'll be happy. No, you'll get a boomerang and you will learn to like it. I don't know if that's actually a thing I can do.
Probably.
Well, I mean, if you're the White Ranger, you'll probably end up with a sword. Give me guns or knuckles. Yeah, I don't know. Someday that series will probably happen. Someday. Probably not now. I'm too focused on Monster Hunter. But once I lose interest in Monster Hunter, then I'll probably do it. Game probably I don't even remember how much the game costs. Be Justimon, Rosemon, Lord Nightmon, Beelzemon, Tiger, Vespon. Yep. That would definitely be a Kamen Rider team.
Yep. Yes, it would.
Be very Kamen Rider-esque. I think I need more water, though. Yes, I need water. If you wish to entertain them, you may. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back.
Sure. That's too many hours, Rabbit. 203 hours, Jesus Christ. I never got into those games. I mean, they look good. It's just like never a lot of put any time into playing them. Any more questions, guys? Or any questions about me? Because probably some of you might not know who I am, or you just knew me from the chats, where I just appear and make memes. What games you play? Oh, I don't know. I play a lot of older games. The newest game I've got is Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Fighters. I've been playing a lot of old games. I'm replaying Mass Effect. Thank you, Rabbit. I appreciate that. But yeah, for my birthday was last Friday. My brother got me some oldish 360 games. So he got me Left 4 Dead, Halo Reach, and the first two Mass Effect games, which I all enjoyed when I played them originally. So I was like, yeah, I might go back and play them. Although I kind of forgot how long Mass Effect 1 is. I know. I'm more story driven when it comes to games. Thank you, Switch. Yeah, I'm more story driven when it comes to games. I want something with a good story.
Hello, I'm back.
Hey, how are you?
What are we talking about?
We're just talking about games that I play.
We've reached the 4-hour mark, guys.
Have we?
Yeah, I just checked. It says 4 hours. I think
Chris,
I should stop.
Yeah. Chris, did you snort the Halo Reach disc like they did in Eageraptor's Awesome Reach? I never saw that.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I think it's just like a lot of people didn't like Halo Reach.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I thought Halo Reach was a good game.
As long as it's better than Halo 5, then it's okay.
Yeah, I actually liked the story for Halo Reach. It's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
It was a good story.
It did change some stuff in the canon, but as long as it's better than Halo 5, you have my support.
Yep. I just like the fact that the ending was sad.
Yeah.
It was like I wasn't
No one got a happy ending.
Nope.
It was Rogue One before Rogue One came out.
Yep.
Everyone except Jun dies.
Do you like stories in older games?
Play Catherine.
There's a lot of people who have played Catherine, I'm sure.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I've seen some Let's Plays on it.
Yep.
Persona.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get back into the Persona games.
Okay, guys.
I don't really play a lot of JRPGs because most of them are time consuming. So
yeah, very much so. Okay, guys, we're gonna end this here because, dear freaking Lord, it's been 4 hours and I need to take a break. My throat is, I think, mildly torn to shreds.
Yeah, I need some food.
That too. Food would be nice.
Yes, food is good.
Food is the most important and
Yeah.
essential of things for human beings. So, we'll see you guys later. I'd like to thank Chris for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to be here.
Yep. His channel is in the description.
Yes.
So
please have a look, subscribe. I've been doing some comic book reviews, might do a lot more tokusatsu reviews and topics. I got 2 planned. I have why Super Mega Force failed as an anniversary and the problem of continuity in Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Sometime this week I should be making them.
But be warned that he does tend to spam a lot of videos in quick succession. Don't stop.
I'm going to stop it now. I'm going to make all the videos in one day when I have time, and then I'll just try and spread them out.
Yeah, I would recommend that, because when I subscribed to the channel at the beginning, I'm like, dear freaking Lord, when does it stop?
Yeah.
Take some time, man.
I will. I'll take some time now. I'll put it to at least 1 or 2 videos a day or every 2 days.
Yeah, that would work. That's normally that's
I have a break, and I won't be using the internet a lot.
Yeah,
upload.
2 videos a day is a sweet spot for most channels. Yeah. So
I'm not going to take the DNC approach and just a video every hour.
On the hour.
On the hour, yes.
Anyway, guys, you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.